Check.
Lena likes Chinese, by the way.
Oh, that's good.
Shrimp lo mein. She knows how to say it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons, where a couple of us get together, play some Dungeons and Dragons, drink some coffee. We do have coffee. Yes, we have coffee. Try to stay alive.
One more time.
Thank you.
Welcome to what?
Epic Interactions. What did I say?
Dungeons and Dragons, where we play Dungeons and Dragons.
That's awesome. As you can tell, I've been thinking about Dungeons and Dragons. So,
Rolling Numbers, where we play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, rolling numbers.
I'm not even joking. I literally, at work, we had a meeting, and all I could think about was the storyline, and then she was like, Juan, what do you think? And I was like,
What?
yeah, it looks good. Sounds great. She's like, were you here? I was like, she's like, because you would have known that I didn't ask you a question. I was like,
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds great.
How are you? Yes. Did your mother die yesterday? Yes.
Are you listening to a word I'm saying? Yes.
So anyway, pressing forward. So, tonight's episode is going to be super cool because we're going to start Rahoon's story arc. We are 15 minutes behind because people end up being late. And we'll go ahead and get this party started. As everybody went to sleep and you guys were waking up to get started on Rahoon's story arc. You guys are going to start heading to the Iron Wall. You guys wake up as it is snowing once again. You can feel the chill as it goes across the house. However, you do hear the fire is lit from downstairs, or those that can't even hear at all. And you can smell what seems to be roast pig as you guys all wake up.
That's not where we left off.
Let's stop sleeping. This is us waking up.
No. I received a letter.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Holy crap! I thought we passed that. Did we not pass that?
No, we got.
Okay, no. Okay, sorry. So Emerald is running upstairs of the letter that he got that said Meadora is dead. You guys can go ahead and start there. Thank you. I apologize about that.
You're just so eager to get like.
I was like, yeah, let's go.
So, is it nighttime then? We haven't woken up.
Yes, it is nighttime. You have not woken up. My apologies. Continue.
So, I would hastily check the basement. Check to see if the tunnel opening to the caves is, well, open.
I think you already checked that. It was.
You
Did
did.
I?
It was closed.
Okay.
Because that was right after I got put in
I
my
would
box.
try to use like
all
a
coming back to it.
druidic nature check to see if I can like smell any type of beast or creature or something within my vicinity. I'm not really sure what
Cool.
kind of
Yeah,
check
no
that
check
is.
needed. You don't get it.
Alright, and then I would run up to Rahoon
Okay, you run up the stairs.
as fast as I possibly can.
As fast as you possibly can. Okay, so for those that are in the house that are not in their rooms, you guys wake up to a furious patter of footsteps.
Oh, this shit.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Run!
A little bit slower than that, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
You are like 800 years old.
Where is he? Where is he at?
I'm definitely like in my room, like sleeping because of
Well,
I was
you
like
said you
having
went
to
up to her.
deal.
Yeah.
Having to deal with fucking the kid brigade all day.
Yes,
I'm
yeah.
in my room sleeping.
Rahun! Wake up! Wake up, man!
What? What? I grab my axe that's next to my bed.
Stop.
What?
This is very important.
What?
Something has happened. Just
Clearly, you've just smacked me in the face. Shh.
Stop. Read this.
I grab it. I read it. My face doesn't change.
I was down in my alchemy lab when I got that. It was slipped underneath the door.
Okay. By who?
I don't know. The door was closed. I looked for them. They were gone in an instant.
Friend, have you ever been in war? Have you ever
Yes.
had a feud with somebody?
Correct.
Okay. This could be a mere tactic to get you riled up like you are. I need you to calm down for a second.
Look, it's your wife, dude.
I understand. Well, we're not married, but fiance. I get it. It's not the first time somebody's threatened me with one of my loved ones being dead. So let's take a second, assess the situation. I read the note and I try to inspect who the handwriting comes from. Maybe does it actually come from her?
Didn't I check to see who was on?
Scooch a little bit to your left. Perfect.
I thought I checked last time.
Well, he said that it was signed by Meadora, but like it doesn't mean it is from her. So I'm gonna investigate it a little more and not let my emotions get the best of me for a second and investigate this note.
Apologize. I don't think I'm not 100% sure if I said by Meadora, but it's not. It wasn't signed by Meadora, nor is it in her handwriting. If that helps clear things up.
Yeah. So yeah, my suspicions is this isn't actually legitimate. It's not signed by her and it's not her handwriting. But yeah, it says it's from.
Wait, stop. Let me check. My apologies.
You convinced
That's
me.
fine.
I had a lot of stuff going on. I'm just. This is. I have this written down. So. There it is. Yes. Okay. Sorry. It is written by Meadora, and it is signed by Meadora, but it was not Meadora who sent it.
Okay, we just don't know who sent it.
Correct.
So.
There you go.
Doesn't make any sense.
All right.
If you're reading this, Meadora is dead. Sign Meadora.
Yeah. So it's essentially her saying that
Like
if I'm
10
reading
minutes.
this,
It's a future note.
It means I'm dead.
it means I'm dead. Okay.
You know she wasn't good in English.
Yeah. No, I get it. I'm just making sure I understand what the note is.
Feel free to read
Well.
it however you like.
There's not much we can do right now if this is the case,
Well, yeah.
but we must make haste in the morning when we are ready.
in the morning. Okay, my friend. I'm gonna go back to my potions. You let me know if you want to leave tonight.
Thank you.
You got it.
Okay. You leave my room?
Yeah.
Oh, immediately smashing, throwing things. Things are
Like
breaking
the moment,
in my room.
the moment I
The
close
door closes. There's just rage and fury inside my room as everything is once destroyed once again after probably the first time we got here. So I put it back in its nice broken stature.
Sure. So I go back to making my 2 potions. Memory modification.
Yeah,
And-
modify memory.
Modify memory and...
It was
Oh, yes! The blue potion.
the blue potion with 2 blue balls that have balls in there. Is it the blue ball potion?
Well, we'll see.
So,
It's a little blue potion, like the little blue pill.
So,
It's a vial.
Rahun, you essentially tire yourself out after as much as you possibly can throw and whatnot. You end up passing out, like on the floor, still trying to chuck things.
Yeah.
I'd
say at this point it's just my axe, like repeatedly, just like into the bed, like the bed's destroyed, but it's still just like
that wood chop.
Yeah.
You're just like sitting there.
Yeah, it's like I'm hitting the floor essentially. Yeah.
You finish your potions after a late night because it does take some time.
I would just sleep in my dwelling.
Okay, so the two of you, Rahun and Cass, wake up to the cold chills, the fire, and the smell of pork.
I simply clean myself up, go downstairs, have some pork and salad.
I'm gonna get dressed and go downstairs to food also.
Okay. So it's you two.
Good morning, Rahun.
I'm knocked out in my chair.
Recliner forking.
Yes.
Best purchase you ever made.
Better than lacing
Let
tree.
the scene play out, guys.
Huh?
Let the scene play
Oh, I'm
out.
sorry, pardon me. Excuse me.
Why so glum? You okay, Rahun? Is there food in front of him? Did you
Yes.
get food?
There is a plate, but I have not actually ate or
Touched
touched it.
I'm gonna sit beside you at the table. And just realizing something's up and not knowing it, I'm just gonna kind of put my hand on your shoulder.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. I slept well. Are you okay? You don't seem quite yourself this morning.
I'm elsewhere. In my mind. In my memories. Are you ready for our adventures?
I am. Are you?
I am. I'm ready to go back. I'm ready to face my demons. I simply push the plate away from me, head in my forge, start over sharpening my axe once again.
Sure. We can kind of go. So I'll wake up.
Okay.
And I'm gonna scry for me a door. From what I can remember, because I mean I met her.
Yeah, she would let us forge right?
Yeah. See if she's actually deceased.
What's your focus that's worth 1,000 gold?
My what?
Your focus?
Um,
I'm just curious, because depending on how you see this, depends on what your focus was.
I need to look at the card. My what? Yeah. Yeah, I think it would have been through my staff of power. It's what I've been using in the past. It does draw a lot of energy.
I'm gonna wait to pick.
Right.
Actually, I've used holy water in the past, but as of recent,
I know you have it. I was just
Yeah.
curious on what.
yeah, it would either be my staff of power or holy water.
Okay.
11.
So pick one.
I would use the staff this time.
So your staff.
Yeah.
So
No
I'm looking for an energy source. Like
No bullshit.
you you go to scry and you use your focus and your staff.
That's what.
You close your eyes and you allow yourself to project out. However, you feel your staff almost start to go liquid, and you look at your staff as you see just blood is running down the staff. You don't see anything. Your vision's all dark. You seem to have an inkling that she's either dead
we're dying.
or dying.
So there's no energy source, or maybe just the fact that there is a flow of blood is the last remnants of the life source.
You don't know.
Yikes. Alright, I'm gonna say a quick prayer and then I'm gonna go up.
Okay. So you go up as
As I go up, I say Vincula.
Okay.
Thanks.
You see the door open.
Before he comes up, I would preface him. Bad news last night.
And you automatically feel it. Like the second the door opens, you know how like you when you're around people that you know, the second you're in within a certain radius, you kind of get the feeling something's
Off.
this morning.
I would update him. I got a note last night. Quick, hasty note. I don't know from whom. It was underneath the door. It was blood. It was from Meadora. It said, if you're receiving this, I'm dead. I gave it to Rahun. He didn't react until I left the room, and then he destroyed everything. And then I went to bed. Oh, I finished your blue potion, by the way.
Perfect.
That's not what we're focused on.
Yeah, of course. I don't need it right now. Later.
Good.
Does that have any side effects? First time, right?
Yeah.
Just trying on one of the guards. So I walk upstairs.
Okay.
Guess I'll sit down and I'll eat.
Sure. You hear as Rahun's sharpening his axe. You can hear that off in the forge. You see his Cass is there. She's eating.
How's he doing?
Hi, Botsman. Are you there?
Yeah, we both walked up.
Oh, okay. Good morning.
Good morning. How is he?
He seems off, but why? Do you know why?
I suspect Meadora may be dead.
What gives you that?
Why, Phil?
I don't know about the note.
No, I would fill her in and say everything that I just said to Baltimore. Oh, also, I scried for her this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't able to make a
It's not
connection.
good.
No, my staff, typically when I scry from whatever point that I'm scrying from, there would be some type of connection, but everything was hazy. And when I scried from my staff of power, there was blood. A lot of blood.
We need to get to the iron wall.
Yesterday. Yeah.
So as they're talking, I'll just like finish up because I'll eat them pretty quick.
Sure.
And I'll just go take my plate in and I'll go into the kitchen and go wash it off in the sink.
You go to wash it off as like Dewitta's over there. She kind of looks and she's like, she just kind of walks out of the room because you're washing off your dish.
So, well, I would start to wash it off, and then when I'd look over at them and notice they weren't really paying attention to me, I would just kind of set it down and then walk out into the forge.
Oh, okay. Sure. So you're trying to sneak out,
Trying to be like
for lack of better terms.
incognito, like, oh, I'm going to wash my plate and not paying attention. I'm gonna go into the
With
forge.
all your armor.
Make a
Yeah.
check if you'd like.
So stealth,
Clank, clank, clank.
so disadvantage. Gosh, a 3 and a 4. This is gonna be a good night. A 3.
So
I don't even try to stealth.
Thank you.
I start and I
you walk. You begin to walk, and you're like, and you just you walk.
Yeah.
Well, I would have noticed anyway because I wanted to get another bowl of food and try and take it to Rahun and make him eat something.
Okay. So you do make it out there first because you got to make your food.
So I just kind of like, I see him. Where are you? You by the fire?
He's by his like.
Who's buying stone? sharpening stone.
Yeah, but is the sharpening stone by the fire? I don't know how you're.
I think it's right near
I
it.
mean, yeah, it's all like it's not like a huge forge.
Yeah, I know, but I just
I'm
you
a
were the one who
dwarf.
made it. I didn't.
Yeah, I'm a dwarf. I made it to where I didn't have to walk a lot.
Yeah. Okay. So I just kind of go to the opposite side and just kind of sit and just cross my arms. And in Dwarvish, in perfect Dwarvish.
Yeah.
40 years, baby. Use that.
Yeah.
40 years.
No,
40 years, had to train, learned it. So perfect Dwarvish to say, so you ready to go? What Emerald scribe for? It said something about that. Apparently, there was blood that came out of his staff. Do I notice you stop?
Can I walk into the forge
No,
now?
I don't actually stop him. Stop him because BJ over here is like,
Yeah.
I thought I was.
Yeah, you can come out of.
Do I hear?
It's in Dwarvish. You know Dwarvish?
No.
Helps when you know 11 languages.
Except in the moment where you know not a single one.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna walk up to Rahun, kind of by your shoulder. Put my hand on your shoulder. Hold out the bowl.
hello, friends.
Rahun,
Yes.
we need to get to the iron wall, and you
Oh.
need your strength. Please eat
Yes.
something.
Very well. I just kind of grab it all like in a handful and just shove it in my face. And
Bowl and all.
just the hand of the meat and just shove it in my face and don't really clean up anything after me. Just kind of put my axe down and in its holster and just kind of in a daze walk inside to the house.
Outside the house?
I mean,
Yeah, going towards the basement, towards the teleportation circle, I guess.
Alright.
Are you all ready? I'm gonna go collect Corvus and Sombra.
Okay.
They come.
So I walk out and I meet up with Emerald. Emerald, you know where Sam is?
Who?
Sam?
Oh, no, I don't.
Still haven't found this fucker.
Yeah,
Where'd he go?
Moved out.
he moved out.
The bitch of my moon! Wanna fly! He's gonna become a millennial though, he always comes back.
Well,
Do we need him for the?
just to teleport.
Oh God.
Negative.
Oh, we have a scroll. That's right. But I don't have the scroll. Who has the scroll? Somebody found a scroll.
Negative.
Kill him.
Are you telling
I
me
remember.
you can't-
Okay, he found the scroll and then hid the
Can't
scroll.
teleport?
So, and didn't tell anybody that he hid the scroll.
Who?
Rahun.
Oh, good.
But I remember that I don't remember.
At the teleportation circle, like, just sitting there, just...
Waiting.
So I pop my head out down the door or down into the basement. Rahun, you know where Sam is? We need to teleport there.
Nah.
So I go up to the room that was Sam's
Okay.
just to see if he's there.
No.
Is there anything in his room?
It's empty.
He took all of his shit.
You left.
Dude, he's straight moved out. He did something to one only wishes she could do.
Savage.
Should have got him on a contract.
Yeah, seriously. So I have a teleportation scroll, right? That was the whole thing? No? Yeah, I don't have one. I thought...
You. I said you found it, and then you were like, do I take it? Do I not take it? Do I take it? Do I not take it? And you ended up leaving it.
Oh God.
That's right.
Make a history check.
Me?
Yeah, you can make it with advantage to see if you know where it's at.
Well, it was just yesterday.
A lot can happen in a day.
I mean, I am
He's
not.
got PTSD, clinically depressed, what else?
Lost
Yeah,
an
like
arm.
straight up, like very on the verge of just
Say it.
gone. Not killing myself, just becoming just like nothing in a hole somewhere.
Did you roll advantage?
I did, and I got my higher number was 16 with history 0, so 16.
You remember it being down in the library.
As I'm coming down the stairs. Yeah, Sam's gone, motherfucker.
So we can't teleport.
Nope.
And I kind of walk back up, go to the library, go fetch where it is, take my sweet ass time,
I'm still
and
eating,
then
by the way.
come. You're still eating?
I'm in the kitchen.
Okay. I guess I go to him first, and I just hold up the scroll. Do you know how to use this?
Do I know how to use it?
So a scroll can be used by any magic user,
Uh-huh.
but you have to beat the DC.
I think I might be able to. Let me know when you're ready. I'm gonna finish this bowl.
Put it in.
I sit there and wait until you finish the bowl, and
So
then go.
I'm eating, and I tell him I did try to scribe her for her this morning.
It doesn't change anything. Sort of.
Wasn't good.
I'm ready. I walk downstairs.
Okay. So I finish. I also clean up my bowl. I go downstairs.
Where are you guys going?
To the iron wall. Where do you go?
We don't have a way to get there.
Yes, we do.
How?
How?
Me.
So not only are you a cleric now, you're also a wizard and a druid.
Don't ever underestimate me.
Must be nice to be a god.
Can we take
he literally
Corvus
was
and Somer
one at
there
one point.
without issue?
I think so, but I can't make any promises.
Yeah, promises are overrated. Let's go!
So.
Should we take the box?
No, God no.
He said, God, no! He's talking about himself.
Me, no. So, what do I need to roll?
Cash, you want to bring the box? No?
You roll an intelligence check.
Oh, okay.
So you see as Emerald kind of beckons everybody to the circle, and you see as he pulls out a scroll.
You
he
have
begins-
you have everyone? All your 10 cats and stuff?
I only have 2 animals.
Okay, I was making sure.
You can do a practice roll. I need a warm up. I haven't warmed up.
I
this
didn't
die.
buy the snake, remember?
Okay, I'm gonna try both. See what's the better die. Oh god, it's not looking good. Need that chest. Alright. Oh, it's better. 15. Not much.
DC was 15.
I'm getting up.
So, in the midst of blue light, as it swirls around you, you guys teleport successfully to the teleportation circle that you are familiar with.
Oh, thank God.
And you see as you guys come to, you see as you're in the misty lowlands, and you know it's hard to see, but you definitely can see just the enormous mountain just shoot up right off to your right, as you're on the opposite side of the water. So off in the distance you can see the ocean, but you know that when you curve this corner up ahead of you, that's where the iron wall gates are.
He would know this. I would also know this from the girls.
So before we step off...
Granted, like I said, you can only see about 10 feet in front of you.
Correct.
So I do detect magic.
I immediately step off.
Yeah, misty lowlands. Yeah. Okay. Detect magic. You see it light up all around you.
Like in spots.
Oh yeah, all over the place.
So I just kind of start pointing out all the different areas where there's maybe ruins of some explosive nature.
Oh,
I
I
avoid the ones that he points out, but still continue to walk forward.
Sure, you're the first one because you're walking forward within about another 15 feet. say you step forward about 15 feet. At this point, you can barely see Rahun. He's almost past.
Well, I'm behind him.
Okay, so you walk out too.
Oh yeah, I would follow.
Walk. Everybody's walking. So you're gonna be the first one to still see it because you're ahead of everybody. You notice that within the gray fog, right? You see a large, massive spear, probably about 20 feet. It's massive. And you can see just various small birds around it. And you look up and you can see that there's a dwarf completely stripped of all armor, all clothes except for like the basics. You see blood on the canvas of his body. You see that he is scarred up. You see that he is torn. You can tell that there seems to be animals that have also like been nipping at him. And it is a dwarf. And you do recognize that it's not a Great Barrier dwarf. This is one of the Iron Dwarfs. But he is Pyked.
He's what?
Pyked. Like he's...
Okay.
I just kind of walk up to it
Are we
gingerly,
out in the open?
put my hand on like
You're in the open, but you're in the misty lowlands. So, and this area is known for you really can't really see 10 feet in front of you. You guys have been here before.
I put my hand like on the spear, just kind of mutter, "Rest easy, brother."
I'm gonna cast
Continue
Gust of
walking.
Wind. Gust of Wind
Sure.
in front of me to dissipate the mist.
Okay.
But I would get in front of the group in order to do so.
Let's see. Oh, whoops. Gust of wind. So, it says that it disperses gas and vapor and extinguishes candles, torches, and unprotected flames. Because the fog is an environmental, it does not change it. Because it's essentially surrounding you and like.
But even in a
squares.
direct 60 line.
So when you blow it, it's just gonna blow all this wind forward. So it's still all gonna be misty.
But right in front of us, we can see at least.
You can still see 10 feet.
But can we see beyond 10 feet?
No.
With the gust of wind, you can do 15. Sure, I'll give you that.
Sure. 7 and 10.
You walk another 5 feet since you're 15 feet out. Since you're in the front of the group, you see another spire. You go up to it. It's the same scenario.
I'm just leading the way. He'll be right behind me.
Sure. As you guys kind of steer through around, you begin to see other ones. They seem to be about every 20 feet, not only in front, behind, and side.
How long does Detect Magic last?
It's only about 30 minutes, but I can just keep popping it off.
Okay, great. I'm assuming you're.
You guys keep
Yeah.
walking toward that little turn, and you see as you've probably passed about 20 to 25 pikes,
Oh God.
and toward the mountain. Is it the ridge, the bottom of the mountain? Is that
The
ridge?
valley.
The valley of the mountain. You see as it begins to clear up, as now you can see 25, 30 feet, 40 feet, as you guys are coming around the corner. And you do see at this point about 100 or so dwarves piked. And then in the middle, so how it kind of comes, right, kind of comes to like a crescent. You see the massive gates of the iron wall. However, in the middle, you can see that there's built-up platforms. And you have a feeling that Meadora is in the middle. As
In the middle.
you see, there's 3 levels. So you have like the bottom level, and then there's a platform, kind of like a cake, and then it goes to a different platform. Then it goes to a smaller platform. As you guys slowly get closer, you can tell that there's different dwarves. But when you get to the center ring there, You see as there was a dwarf that was with Meadora with the flags when she came to you. You also see, Rahun, you would know this, they wouldn't. On the second inner ring is all of Meadora's family, all piped. And then in the middle is Meadora, and she's piped. But you also see that from her chest cavity is split down to about the bottom of her stomach. You've seen this once before. This was in your torture chamber. This was your brother Enos's doing. Or at least you would assume, because he's the one that was torturing you. I need perception checks.
Gosh, my rolls are not
8.
nice.
I think the only focus I have right now is probably like staring Meadora down.
Sure.
Like probably trying to get her off of this pike.
18.
18.
25.
Emerald's the only one that sees it.
Oh god.
I rolled really bad. Rolled a 3.
You see that Meadora's father, you can tell that he has, like, in his clothes, you can see just a very attachment of some kind of parchment.
Am I close enough to grab it?
You'd have to climb up 20 feet.
I've scaled the walls of our compound.
Sure. Make an acrobatics check. And how tall are you?
I am... Oh, I don't have that written down. I would say like 5'11".
And what's your weight?
180.
Okay. What'd you roll?
I got a 10.
10?
Yeah.
So as you start to scale, for those that see it, you begin your journey up this pike. As you begin to feel it start to crumble, as you are like, it's starting to give way, and it's going to fall down.
So I would quickly get off.
Okay.
And then I would wild shape into a raven.
Okay.
And then go grab the parchment.
Druids.
Oh god, okay. Yeah, can you grab that please?
Oh, all this has been set on fire? Does it look like all this has been set on fire?
You can see that there are different dwarves that are burnt. Yeah. And you see different scorch marks, things like that. Do you read Dwarven?
I do not.
Then you don't know what that says.
Correct. So, oh, you have it in English too.
That's so that way it wasn't like, hey, go look up your language.
Yeah, so I would take this to Baltimore first.
Sure.
So I would take it and give it to him. And I would just perch on his shoulder. As a raven.
3.
I guess I wouldn't be able to get Meadora off of this, since she is in the middle.
The best way that you can think of, because the way you, knowing your people, the way you pike them is to dishonor, and the only way to bring them down that you've seen successfully is essentially timber it. So you crack the bottom and you have somebody try to catch them before they hit the ground, because you don't want the body hitting the ground, but without like scaling it and hurting yourself, which you probably would be fine, but you don't. The whole point is to try and salvage what the body is, right?
This is not all Dwarvish.
You're correct.
Do I recognize the other language?
Nope.
I think in my mind state, I not really be trying to be careful too much, so I definitely would timber that shit over.
Okay.
Just let it hit the ground.
So you just crack the bottom of it, and you just hear it.
Is there any way I can just use my monk skills / brute strength to just maybe like catch it or like
If you
if I crack it and hold on to it and like,
Probably.
huh?
Wait, you want to like hold on to the pole?
Yeah, like well, when I crack it, like I want to like kind of like have the bottom of it and then just kind of like guide myself with it so I gently like have the pole come down.
Make a strength check because you're literally trying to hold that puppet down. You know, I'll say with advantage because she's a deer one, and adrenaline kicks in.
Short rest.
11.
You do it, but you begin to choke. You begin to choke up, and just pure the sight, and you lit the body to the ground.
Cool.
I'm gonna do my sacred flame. I'm gonna hold it in my hand. I'm gonna hold the letter right over it.
You're gonna so it's gonna burn because it's a magical flame.
But I'm gonna try to keep it not from getting burned. Like I'm gonna try to heat up the paper like a far enough distance to where it's getting heated, but it's not burning.
So I see him do this, and I'm gonna start pecking at his head.
I ignore it.
Is it possible for me to attune to items while we're walking?
Short rest, possibly.
And I would also
You have to like be with it. You have to like be with it.
I would also see that he's trying to like get her down,
Right.
and I would like transform back to myself.
Make a sleight of hand check
I
because you're gonna need some serious.
I mean, you know what I'm trying to do, but I don't.
But I'm saying you're holding like a palm full of open hand, like to a paper that's.
Well, I'm not doing it like this. I'm keeping it from a distance.
Right, but it's flickering, right?
I guess, yeah.
I would transform and try to go help him with her.
yeah, I take her off the pike. I'm gonna start making.
Wait! Medicine check. Let me try to see if I can. Like your arm. I'm gonna see if I can try to bring it. Just let me try.
Do you see
Yes,
her
I
chest?
see it. I see it.
There's no organs.
So
in
first,
there.
it's a flame-like radiance. So it's actually not a flame. It's a flame-like radiance that descends on a creature. You can have it descend on the paper.
Never mind.
Can I do a medicine check to see if there's any way that I could use regenerate to mend her open chest cavity?
I'm pretty sure she's missing some organs.
Yeah, everybody's missing a few things. Physically, spiritually, nothing.
No.
Nothing. Okay.
It says the target's severed body members are restored after 2 minutes. If you have the severed part and hold it up to the stump, it dispels its cause. However, it says and creates the natural healing ability. It says you touch a creature and stimulate its natural healing ability.
Mm-hmm.
There's none there, none there. It's gone.
So she's like,
Yeah,
how
she's-
can I do? But okay, medicine check to see how long she's been dead.
I just start digging the grave.
Sure. With your axe.
I use my bare hands. We're on like
Okay,
the coastline. We're like on a beach.
Oh, natural 20 on that medicine check, which tells me
Tells you she's dead.
how long she's been dead is what I'm looking for. How long? Just give me this. Let me have it, please.
Oh, what? Isn't your spell like within a year?
What?
Your spell that you're
Well, I'm trying to see how long she's been dead.
First off, is it prepared as you're looking through your cards of many glory?
Right,
And-
he just
and- no,
keeps
no, no.
looking,
No,
picks
no.
up a different pile.
Knowing that
picking
we
up
will probably lose someone, I would have that prepared.
Did you have it prepared? What do you have prepared right now?
Give me this.
All of them right there.
No, not all
Every
of them.
spell.
Not
Every
all.
spell that's here.
Negative. I'm not doing that again.
This is one that I typically always... Because how many times have I died? Or our party has died?
Can't regenerate yourself when you're dead.
No, I'm not trying to... No.
Can't revivify yourself when you're dead.
So again, do
The
you
spell
have
is-
it prepared?
Okay.
Yes, I do. I do. Because I always have that one prepared.
Where do you keep your list of prepared spells?
Well, I don't have it written down. I have them in front of me.
And he has 0 prepared.
Correct. If
I'll
from
review
this
which
point
ones
on, I'll give you this one.
Okay.
from this point on, if you do not have it prepared, if you do not have it written down for your day,
Okay. Then that has to go with everybody as well.
right?
I did that with Sven.
We've
I
all
had a
been doing that.
computer who...
Okay, that's fine.
And that includes this one over here too.
That's fine.
And
She
if,
has, like,
and if
3
you
spells.
see each
And
other
I'm not,
doing it,
I didn't say that I'm going to use reincarnate. All I said was a medicine check to see if I
I
could.
picked my spells.
And the medicine check was a natural 20. That's all I said. I didn't say I was using it.
$14 days.
She's been dead 14 days.
14 days.
Okay. Oh, I know.
create a new...
Yeah.
You got it? I don't know if you. I don't know if you have it right.
No, she's dead. I can't do
I'm
anything.
making a grave.
Yeah.
What was that you were trying to do?
Reincarnate, which actually makes
It's
them
no
come
longer
back
than 10
as somebody
days.
else.
No longer than 10 days. And she's been dead just long enough.
14.
I just rolled a d20 for it. That's all I did.
So this note says, "I love you. Light on fire, but don't let it burn." I don't know what the rest of it says.
I'm helping him dig a grave, so.
Okay, digging a grave. Cass is attuning to something.
Well, now that I walk over and I see them, I'll help them dig a grave.
Yeah, everybody's digging a grave. Within about an hour, you guys have it dug.
Then while they're doing that, I'm attuning to 2 different things because I forgot to do that earlier.
Sure. You, at max, you can have 3 magical items attuned to you.
I'm not changing one of them. I'm only changing 2 of them, so that would take me an hour.
That's fine. As long as you have 3 max.
Yeah.
Okay.
I start putting her in the grave,
Sure.
burying her, and then I will grab some stones. I'm assuming we're seashells because we are on the coastline, I believe, right?
Stones.
Stones. I just
Oh, yeah, 'cause
put a
I
little,
still have to do
put a little marker, a little pyramid to mark her grave and stuff, so I know it's there. And then I start heading towards the iron wall.
Well, wait a minute. Do you know what any of this stuff is? I know what the first parts of it are, but I don't know about the rest of it. It's not Dwarvish.
Do I know?
Yeah, you read Dwarvish?
Well, I'm saying the rest of it.
Past that? No.
Yeah.
What language is it?
I don't know.
Making an intelligence check.
Sure.
I'll just take a wild guess.
Can I make an intelligence check too?
Sure.
10.
On what kind of language it is?
Yeah, what language it is. Just a
Sure.
guess. 10. I got a
I
10.
don't know what it is.
18.
I don't know what it is.
I mean, it says, "I love you. Light it on fire. Light on fire, but don't let it burn." I wonder if it's the paper. Light the paper on fire, but don't let it burn. Where's your produce flame at?
Right here, it's a cantrip.
I'll try it with him then.
Sure. Sleight of hand. To not burn the paper.
Would he have advantage because I'm holding the paper and he's doing the produce
I'll take
flame?
the help action to give him advantage.
Sure. It's between all things.
Well, that's the thing. There is the actual help
Well,
action you can
you're
do.
fine.
You just have to specify you're going to do the help action.
12.
12?
Yeah.
So you don't burn the piece of paper. Actually, no, better yet, you burn it to where it looks like that. As the flickers of flame
Didn't I get it that?
start jetting.
Yes, he's just using for
Oh, okay.
Right.
Oh wait, as it burns, I look at it. Does it? No?
It burns the way you see it there.
Okay, nothing else. I don't know. I don't know what the rest of the shit is. So what do you think? You want to go knock on the front door?
Well, there's a side small door entrance.
Or is that too? Hey, did you give him his seeds?
Figured I'd hold on to it.
They're his though.
Yeah, they're his. Whenever he wants to use it, I can use it for him. I don't want him to go into a rage and then use it like he used that bottle of whatever. Waste all of it.
As much as I want to side
That was
with
experimenting. That was different.
you, I wanna still side with you, Rowan, but he kind of does bring up a point.
No,
Okay.
I want you to have the most effect. So
So he's got your
I know.
trees. Okay.
I told him to keep them.
Well, this was fun. So.
What time of day? I mean, still pretty early, I'm assuming, right?
I mean, you get the feeling that whatever you were trying to do didn't work the way you wanted it to. Because you were trying to heat up the paper, you ended up burning the paper.
Yeah.
No.
I take the piece of paper and I hold on to it because I think I know what I need to do, but we'll just wait until later.
Sure.
I start looking for an
I
entrance.
might go with puzzles.
Sure.
We know that.
You see a bunch of rocks.
Emerald, where's this side door?
So I like look at the scroll that I have. And...
It's just the teleportation circle.
No, they told me that there was a small door. I wrote
Yeah, she said that they usually have one. She didn't know what it was.
I start make an investigation deck first. Investigation check
Sure.
for a hidden door.
Sure. You certainly try.
You can have advantage.
Cool. Do you want to roll and I'll give you advantage? What's your investigation? Mine's a 0.
Mine's a +1.
And that's still better than what I got. I'll give you the advantage.
Alright. You should have done it.
7. 6. With advantage?
Yeah, 7. I rolled a 3 and a 6.
Hey, Tracker.
You're like, everything looks like a stone or mist!
I'm not good with puzzles!
I slowly walk up to Cass and ask her if she can find a hidden
Wait,
door
don't you
for
have
us.
like show path spell or something?
I'm gonna send Sombra.
Yeah, but I don't have her
I'm gonna send Sombra and Corvus to try and help look for it also.
Sombra and Corvus? Okay.
To help look for it also.
Can she use her survival instead of investigation? No. Even though she's a ranger and she can maybe...
Is this your favorite terrain?
No.
I thought the world was your favorite terrain.
It's true.
Landmass.
I'm gonna try to investigate for this small door.
Her sworn enemy is everyone.
14.
14. So you're looking around. You don't see a hidden door or anything like that, but you do find small little piles of embers that are still hot.
Okay. I'm gonna trace the embers to where they're the hottest.
Small, toward the middle where Miador was.
So I'm gonna start digging.
Okay.
I tell you to stop.
Where she was, like where she's buried.
Like where she was piped.
Right.
Like,
Where she was
definitely not where the hidden entrance is going to be underneath this whole entire stage thing. Especially if you got to dig into the ground. So I tell you to stop.
I would assume it would be up against the mountain, not.
I just tell you to stop.
I mean, no,
and just
I
tell you
understand.
to-
Yeah. You were looking on the side of the mountain,
Yeah.
but I'm saying what
What
you
I
found
find is embers. Okay, so I just stop.
Yeah, I tell him to stop, and when I tell him maybe look somewhere else.
What did you get, babe?
And as
You were rolling too. I'm sorry. Or nope. Okay. Wait, am I wrong? She was looking, right?
I asked
Yeah,
her
I
to,
Okay.
Did you say perception?
Investigation.
as they're all still looking for that, I put the
7.
the piece of paper over the embers.
But Sombra
Campfire.
and Corvus are
You
looking
put it on the edge
too.
of the campfire.
I'm not good with puzzles, man.
Yeah. Oh, that's fancy. He's got burn away ink.
Oh my god.
Like right up in the camera view. Sorry, guys. Okay, look at that.
Wild.
I just start going towards that direction.
Follow the
I want
magic,
to. I'll do it stealthily because I want to kind of.
And I will
Because
immediately.
just Jesus Christ, guys, give me this. This is mine. This is my
I
storyline.
don't give a shit what it is.
Because of the fact of what I see here,
I'm watching over your shoulder as this is
we
happening.
can all see you. So how are you going to stealth?
Jesus Christ.
Because if you can figure this out, I want to know. 'Cause I'm bad at puzzles.
And I will
Again,
roll perception.
I literally said while you guys are trying to investigate and find this, this is when I do it. Because
We better pick the
I
opportune moment
simply
when all of our
am
backs
trying to
are turned.
enjoy some nostalgia before we all do this. Because of the fact where it says where we drank. Meaning I know this is a special place.
Alright, well,
So I go to this place.
can I roll perception?
I'll roll my
You
stealth.
can roll stealth. You can roll perception.
Great. Fantastic.
I got a 21.
30.
Of course. Jesus Christ.
So as you're digging, you notice that Rahun you see as he kind of looks around a little bit, and you can tell that
He knows something.
knows something, but he's
trying to lead us astray.
there's a small glimmer of like,
Pep in his step.
no, like there's heart behind it.
Okay.
I don't know what the word is, but you can tell that what he's about to go do, there's something about it that's in his heart. As you see, as he kind of looks around quick, and
Literally.
he goes to leave a little bit, and then you rolled, you didn't get it.
No.
I will slowly trail
So
behind him.
you're
I'll
like
let him
you're
have
like you're looking over at Rahun real quick, and then you look over at Cass because you know she's looking around too, and then you look back and he's gone. You're like
I'm gonna go knock on the fucking front door.
it. I'll slowly follow him.
okay.
I'll
So-
trail him.
Stealth check,
Sure.
perception check.
Is there?
Natural 1. I'm in my nostalgia.
You're
11.
Yeah.
I'm in my nostalgia at this
Okay.
point.
For you two, as you guys are looking, you notice that a couple sides of the mountains, you see as rocks begin to move, almost like in a square-like rectangle, where you can see it might be a lookout that's opening to try and see. Now, granted, you're right on the edge of the mist, so you can step back into that mist if you so choose.
So I just kind of like put my hand up and just push her gently back into the mist. Take a step backwards.
Because we both see it. That's what you said. Okay.
I mean, you hear it too. I mean, it's not like a quiet rock,
Okay.
moving formation.
Try and get like a visual memory of where it is, so that when it closes, we could look back out and find
Sure.
it.
Okay.
Oh, wait. This is already open?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So you go over to the area in which you know of, which is actually back behind the little crevice there. It actually wasn't against the wall. It was actually like an off-beaten path, so to speak, that you guys would meet up late night. And it was always funny because by that rock, there was like a tree there. And it was very odd that a tree would grow right next to a rock, right by a little pool of water. The pool of water would probably be about this big. Just a weird little formation that kind of happened, but you guys kind of made it your own. As you come up on it, you see the rock. It's fairly big. It's about as big as the table here. Probably about 3 by 3, maybe 3 feet by 3 feet, maybe. And you're free to do with what you want.
Rahun just kind of stands there for a second, walks over to the little pond of water, just starts thinking about the last time we were here under the moonlight. Nice cup of ale. It's probably right before I was marked as a traitor, and possibly the night that I could have conceived a son. And I just try to think of her smile, her laugh. I kind of collapse to my knees a little bit, and I just kind of put my hands into the water and splash my face a little bit, and just try to hold my composure as much as I can.
I would see all of this, right?
You see the back view. I mean, you're trailing him, right? So you're behind. But I mean, you see as he touches the rock as he walks by it, and then he puts his hand in the water, and you see this.
That's fine.
He just kind of talks to himself a little bit, and he He just goes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you. I'm sorry that this was one of the last moments we had together. I'm mostly sorry I couldn't be strong for you. I will seek revenge. I will make right what is wrong. I will bring this city back to the glory it once was. I love you, Meadora. You will not be forgotten. I get up, I wipe my face. Guys! It's over here.
Oh, there you are.
It's us in the fog. We're like, hey, there's a lookout.
You end up managing getting your way over to him. I mean,
I was like,
you
I
can hear him.
don't know what to do with that information. There's a lookout. I assume.
Where?
Yeah, what fog? Okay. So I kind of usher everybody towards where it is and stuff.
Okay.
And I assume I know how to open it, or I know like where exactly. All right, so I tell them, okay, we got to kind of figure out how to open this again.
So what are we looking at?
Can I use my own? What are we looking at?
You're looking at a rock about this big. You see a tree about as big as the trunk is about as big as the refrigerator. That's literally about where the lamp is, so it just kind of goes over the rock. And then right in the little corner here, there's about a little pond about this big.
So I just lean back on the rock. I'm not good at puzzles. Your guys' turn.
Investigate the tree.
Sure.
I investigate the rock and use my stone
6.
history with advantage.
No.
Okay.
What'd you get?
6.
6. It's a tree. Looks good with tree. It's nice, sturdy. It's firm. It's healthy.
11.
11 for the stone. Do you roll with advantage for stone?
Well, that's what I was asking because it's history based.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I thought you were talking about like just a history check with advantage.
No.
Okay.
That's what it's based off.
No.
Of.
You're
It is
stone
my
forging.
history.
Yeah.
Yeah, stone forgery is just based off of my history. So in that case, then I got with advantage 19.
19. You check out the stone and you're pressing it. You're knocking on it. The whole top, it looks like a straight up sturdy rock. But to a trained eye, when you kind of knock the bottom side, you can very barely okay, continue. hear it hollow on a very middle. So you can tell this is the entrance.
Okay, and Baltimore's leaning against it right now?
It's leaning against the rock, yeah.
Okay, I try to just where he's at and I try to just push it. Like,
no.
No. I try to lift it.
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. Then this is the entrance. And I point at the large rock.
Can I put my hands on the
There's
rock
probably
too?
a switch or something around here that will open it up.
And see, I want to run my hands over the rock and see if any of my lock picking expertise helps me find anything underneath there.
There you go.
Make an investigation check.
No.
I'm gonna use both of my hands and push it.
Ooh, not bad.
It doesn't move.
21.
So you've barely seen,
Barely.
barely
Very.
seen
Come on, I got
set.
gloves if you.
Don't fight.
Continue.
You let him
Continue.
finish.
You barely see operations or some kind of mechanic like this, but you have seen one before.
Mm-hmm.
You don't remember where, but you know that this is the entrance, but this is not how you get in, or this isn't how you open it. So you take a look around at the tree, and you know that the tree is not the key at all. You take a look at the pond. You see that it slowly has ripples, so you already know that there's This pond goes deeper. Probably it leads to somewhere else, but there's a constant flow to it. You decide to check the edges. Nothing. You stick your hand inside, and you feel the ground, and then you feel a piece of a lever.
Pull it.
Pull the lever as you.
I'm just
the
like,
rock.
I'm pushing.
yeah.
I'm
And
leaning still.
Which way are you guys pushing it?
Yeah, like we unknowingly
So
are like
he's on the
pushing
one
against
side.
each other.
Yeah, and I'm on the other side.
And I am
Okay.
watching this.
Pushing.
This is enjoyable. I'm leaning on the rock. I'm
It's
watching
Rahun's
both
story
of you
arc.
guys.
So
Ah.
you see as Rahun pushes and you feel it start to move and you're like, and then as you're pushing it, you notice that there's like mechanical contraptions on the bottom and you're like, I'm not doing this.
I don't.
Emerald, you're
I
pushing
don't-
and it's like pushing against you. And
What
you're
kind
like,
of box is this?
I don't actually let anybody know that I'm not actually pushing it. I still
And I don't say
believe that I'm
anything
like,
either. I'm just
I
gonna
need
let
this
him
right
believe
now. Like I
it's
need this
there.
confidence.
Okay.
So I pretend to keep pushing it.
sure.
Oh,
It finally
God.
pushes out where you see
Yeah.
stairs that lead down. And
yeah.
this
So
is the
bad.
first time that you've seen the inner sanctum of the Iron Wall in quite a long time. But you recognize it. You recognize the clay type stairs. You recognize the gold trim that is on each stairway. And you are about to enter your home.
Checkpoint.
Oh.
Do we want to do this, guys, or do we want to go back?
Right, we get all the way here, and we're just like, yeah, we'll go home.
So,
I'm just kind of catching my breath a little bit, pretending like I just did a big effort to move this big rock out of the way and shit, and like, ugh.
So there's like steps that are leading down. So I cast light on my shield and I say, "All right, chumps, let's do this."
Let's go.
And I start going down.
So you walk out.
after you,
I wait for you guys to go.
what are you gonna push the rock back?
No, no.
That'd be hilarious.
I'll let them go through.
I'll be honest. That wasn't me.
The only one that's not through is Baltimore right now.
I'm the only one.
Are you waiting? Or are you
Is it dark? Is
Well,
it
we need to
lit?
figure out a way to close this. How are we
Dark.
gonna close
So
it?
I just have my
There's
light.
a lever probably inside.
It's a standard
Yep.
3 foot or 15 foot.
So I will
Wide.
follow him.
Follow us.
So you follow in.
Correct.
Okay, so then I'm gonna kind of grab Rahun's shoulder again and just say, like, quietly enough, come on, friend, it's time. You're home. Let's go.
I just wait at the top of the stairs, just looking into the abyss, and just.
I'm gonna kind of like go first, and while he's contemplating, I'm gonna look inside for another lever that
I
can
would
close
be.
it
I would
behind
be
us.
looking for that as well.
So I'm on these stairs. I turn around and I see that you guys are looking for whatever, and I'm like, "Where the fuck is Rahun at?"
He's at the top. He's going through his thing. Remember? His arm. He lost an arm here.
You don't see a lever, but you do see as the rock starts to begin to shut again.
Oh, good.
As
Okay.
it starts moving
So
back.
I'm gonna like gently grab Rahun's arm and kind of like go first and then pull him with us.
Is it good or bad? I don't know.
I follow.
Okay,
After
keep
a
going,
while,
keep going.
I kind of just get into this like monk meditative state. A lot of heavy breathing.
So you go down a little bit as you guys get in. You hear as the door close. And it gets dark, clammy, cold. And that's where we'll take a break.
After this one.
So I'm the
We'll
only
be right
one.
back.
I'm the only one not cold.
You are the worst people to go through any type of grief with. That's all I'm saying. You are the
Not
worst
me.
people.
Not
You're
me.
okay.
I got you.
You guys are the worst people. Yeah, I want to go over to this place secretively. You know, that was like me and my lovers, like little getaway, so I can have some alone time. I want to follow this man. I want to be on his back.
Hey, I let you do it.
I know.
I didn't see
Well,
anything.
You didn't see it because you didn't.
I let you
didn't see
have
it.
these.
But I wasn't gonna follow you either way. If I had noticed it, I probably would have been
I already know what the second part says.
Did I not do all of it? Oh, sorry.
No, but I get what it says. Be the one you're meant to be. That was cool. What kind of ink did you use for that? Did you just use lead pencil so that way it would just burn off?
It's piss.
Yeah, it's special. It's a special kind of
pen.
Yeah. So I thought.
And it's refillable ink, aka piss.
Aka piss.
What'd you say?
You said it's piss.
But that's why I had you guys doing the burning. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't do the bottom part.
No, that's good. I still, like I said, I got what it said. I didn't know if maybe you like it had to be like a second part kind of thing. Like, I definitely was just like forced myself to read through all the lines and shit.
Strain.
Well, yeah, because you can tell like there's another like you see the color difference between what is supposed to be there and what is like burned away.
I drew too dark. On the
Yeah, you should have done a lighter touch with
because
that.
you do regular pen and then you go over it with the concealed pen.
Yeah. That was cool though. That was a nice little touch. Yes,
You can
I'll
keep it
hold
for
on.
me.
Yeah, I'll hold on to it. I did not eat enough before I came here. I'm feeling snacky. Yeah, when you introduce a girl to all your friends, she goes,
Exactly.
and all she says is, "Damn it."
Yeah. Not again.
Damn it! You're hitting on a girl. You tell her your homie's cute.
Yep. Yep.
Is he cute? Yeah, he's cute! It's like a fucking like, messed up Michael Jackson.
This is bullshit.
So true though.
Oh,
I feel that on a
so
spiritual level.
annoying.
But I am usually the one who starts talking to people first.
So what's the issue again between the Iron Wall and the Great Barrier?
We're just
What's their beef? Just
What?
two different rival clans?
just two rival clans that clearly like one of them. My clan is the one who's like, we're the best. If you ain't our type of dwarf, you're the worst type of dwarf.
Yeah. And they're basically the same hard-headedness way?
I think they're probably the more open ones where they're like, yeah, if you come from the Iron Wall, we're going to keep an eye on you because we know what you guys are like. But like, yeah, I don't think they're going to be the ones who would instigate a war, if that makes sense. It would definitely be my
So
side.
they're more pacifist.
Well, I think they're just not ones to fall into the stereotype as easily of being dwarves as my kind is.
Oh god. The internet needs to be stopped.
What's with the patch?
So I went to row house yesterday, and my neck started hurting. It's been hurting me for about a week now. And then this morning, I went and I worked out, and I did some dumbbell free weights, and then I went and like swam. It was like about an hour workout, but I got to work, and it was like
Tight.
Just tight. I couldn't like lift my arm a certain
Yeah,
way.
you overworked it. That's all that happened.
So my boss let me go to Walgreens to get Tiger Balm, and then my coworker was like, "You should get the patch." She's like, "It'll last longer."
Yeah, it's supposed to help like loosen up the muscles and stuff. Whatever chemicals is in it like seeps into your skin and helps. It's like a muscle relaxer. That's all it is. But a patch for it. We are the bitches. Does anybody want any more coffee or anything? I'm grabbing myself a second cup.
Nah, I think I'm good at 2 cups.
I'm good.
Roger, Roger. What if I got married and made it just a giant D&D campaign?
Wait, what?
What if I got married and our marriage was just one giant D&D campaign? Like we themed it like fantasy and stuff, and it's just like all paid actors who give you stuff to do and shit.
Like the wedding?
Yeah, like the wedding is just like one big giant D&D. And we actually get married and stuff, but the reception is murder mystery.
You're talking about like LARPing.
Yeah.
Oh, Dad, if that's what you want to do.
Oh, that'd be what I would want to do. Or a giant magic tournament. My wife would not want to do that probably.
Yeah, no. That would be different.
But hey, I will say, if she wanted to do it like Harry Potter thing, I'd be down for that.
Oh, her microphone.
Something up. so we can
Alrighty,
record.
let's see.
I won't be able to make something.
Mix.
I'm actually gonna be hands
Fuck.
full, so I'm gonna say
Whoa, I don't want that.
Well, at least I can work.
No, I'm talking.
Oh, yeah.
This is not what's supposed to be playing. Sorry, give me a second. Where's my Oh, there it is. All right, so, so you guys start making your way toward this hallway, as you're not really sure where it goes, but
I hope.
but it is right there.
Nice.
What is going on?
So,
He's being fancy. He's bumping up production.
which it takes you to, well, actually,
Who's Orzammar? Oh, sorry.
Calm
I was just reading. That was
down.
an out loud statement. My
so you guys
apologies.
are coming up on what seems to be a stone wall. However, on the other side, you hear something familiar. You hear the heat being burned into the forge. You hear the clanking of an anvil. You hear a hammer coming down on sword. You hear people talking, various people coming in and out. But this is all like through a wall. So you know that this wall is pretty thin. But you are up on this wall.
Nice.
And you know this area. So as stuff comes up, just ask.
Alright, sounds good. So we continue moving forward, I guess? Or do we get to a point where we can't move forward anymore?
This is the wall.
This is the wall. Okay. Check for levers or door handles or anything to let us out.
You do not find any.
Should we knock?
I don't think we don't. Why are you whispering? There's hammers literally on the other side of this.
Yeah, but if we can hear that, maybe they can hear us talking.
You think your whispers are going to be more audible than the literal hammers hitting a sword?
No, I'm talking about like a regular voice being more audible.
I'm gonna help search the wall again, see if there's like anything.
Investigate, yes.
He didn't make me roll, so he's pretty much saying there's not. Me knowing this, what I'm gonna do then is and it's a pretty thin wall.
Mm-hmm.
Try to like just stick my hand, just force it through.
Kool-Aid Man.
A wall.
Yeah, you said it's a pretty thin wall. I'm gonna like fucking
Kool-Aid Man it, please.
or
So you like give it a nice jab as you're. It didn't go.
okay.
What if we just try to like push it?
Try to push it a little bit.
Doesn't go.
Is the ground underneath me? Is it stone, dirt? What is it?
It is stone laced with metal.
I could try and shadow walk and check it out from the other side.
We don't know.
I
what's on the other
first
side.
immediately go, what the fuck is Shadow Walk?
Who is that? Who is Shadow Walk?
I'm assuming she's referring to her panther.
Oh,
Rohan, do you know what's on the
Yes.
other side of this wall?
But Sombra can take me with her.
Indeed.
Do you want to fill the rest of
Oh,
it?
I love that. That was good. goes
It's
indeed.
the city of Ozamar. Ozamar, right? That's how it's pronounced. Or Orzamar? Orzamar?
However you want it.
Yeah, Orzamar. It's,
Do you know how to get to it?
would I know what class ranking this city is in? If it's the forge, I'm assuming it's the lower.
This is where the lower middle class hang out.
Okay, yeah.
So, because you know, actually, where's my little pointer?
So yeah, this is the lower end of the
So
city.
you know that this is the gates,
Yeah.
and then it comes out, right?
Or
And then
inside.
you have like your different rings. These are like massive stairs. So you have the stairs down, stairs to the side here, and then stairs up, and then this is another gate that leads up into the higher echelon.
Okay.
So everybody down here, you're looking at probably like the lower metal class, as well as not lower middle, lower metal
Yeah, I got it.
and gems.
Gotcha. But base, bottom of this is the low end. Going up to the top of this ring would be like the middle, correct? And then going through that gate's the higher up. Okay,
Right.
cool.
are there any openings in the wall at all? Like small hole, keyhole?
Can't you just morph through this?
That's why I asked what this was made out of. So no, I cannot.
Can you shadow walk?
I can. Can I try to do that with Sombra to the other side?
You can certainly try.
Yes.
Sure. So you go into the shadows, and then you realize that there's no other shadow on the other side of that wall. So you can tell that you also know now that it's very lit on the other side.
I will convey this. It is apparently very bright on the other side because of the forge. I can't shadow walk. There's no shadow to walk into.
You can always run through it.
Stop.
As I like kind of lift up my shield.
Should I use my marvelous pigments and we can like drill a hole in the wall?
That's
There
always
has to
an
be a
option.
way to get there.
That's always an option.
You don't remember anything from your history.
I try to think about how to open this from my
Maybe we just
adventures
knock.
in the past.
Make a history check.
It's possible we knock and then somebody
Please
lets
knock. Knock.
Natural 1. Nope. Yeah. I start knocking.
Meador is still fresh on your mind.
Yeah, I just start knocking.
So you guys knock on it. You hear some talks from the other side, and then everything goes quiet.
I do
You don't want you out! As you hear just massive scuttling. You hear a door.
I prepare my great axe and I go, well, I think we're about to get out of here.
You hear a lever pulled as you see the door press inward and then slides off to the left. And there you are in front of another bearded dwarf. He doesn't seem fazed. And he goes, "Put down before you freaking blow your eyes out." Rahun, you're so stupid.
Huh? Who is this? Do I know this
You
person?
recognize this gentleman. You actually worked with him in the forge.
Nice.
So,
What's
but
his fucking name?
his name,
Because you...
bitch, because I'm ready for this.
I got no visual to
With
this guy, so...
With my
I wish I could see
25 minutes of 25 minutes of preparation today. Wait, these are human names. Excuse me. Elven names. Where am I?
Clyde.
Can I just call him Kelgorn?
That's not it.
Kelhorn.
Like Kelghorn.
Kettle corn.
Not Kelgorn.
Kelghorn.
Kelgorn. It was the first name that came to mind.
Kelcorn.
It's definitely
Kelghorn.
Kettle corn. So.
Spell it for me.
Kelhor?
Kelg. Kelg. Horn. Kelghorn.
Oh, is this the wrong? Yep, this is the wrong one. Sorry, spell it one more time. Kelg.
Kelg. Horn.
Horn. Sure.
It's the first name that came to my mind.
So you know him as Kelghorn of the Emeralds.
Ah! Kelgorn. I see you're still as stubborn as ever.
Yes, and I see you're just as rational as ever. Who are your friends?
Oh, my apologies. This is Baltimore. Demon Boy.
Aye.
This is Lady Cass.
Aye.
Lady of the House Cassiopeia. And I don't know how these fucking royalties work. She's royalty
Never
also.
mind that. Never mind.
This is Emerald. Old man. Forgetful. Once God, now fallen.
He's right.
Everyone, this is my old forge master, Kelghorn. He's actually one of the many people who've taught me a lot of what I know today.
Kettle corn, you say?
See, I told you this was the issue with your name.
You hear the sounds of troops as they walk by the doorway. We be all right. Okay.
Right.
Well, welcome. Come to the forge. As you see, he comes over. As you can tell, he's creating noise.
Go into apprentice mode and just start helping him with whatever needs to. Whatever he's doing.
He's just creating noise. That's all he's doing.
I understand. I'm doing the same thing essentially, like
So-
helping him out.
And he goes, "Aye. Well, we'll turn you back, fool."
To kill my brothers and possibly my father. And free everybody of this tyranny and make sure nobody else gets fucking piked or burned or mutilated or tortured or worked until they die. And I'm here to make things better.
He's got a long list.
Fair wages.
A lot of stuff
Aye.
needs to change.
All right. Well, Some things you ought to know. The high class is taking it. Middle class and lower class were nothing. Orders come down. Nobody's seen the king in weeks. Medora was caught about a fortnight ago.
Yes, I buried her body.
Her family, too.
Indeed. Do we still have the middle and lower class behind us? At least, are they willing to fight? Are they willing to help?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Alright.
The only issue is we can't get through the Blondie Gates. There's ruins. I've been producing side armor and weapons, but stupid constables keep moving through. I can't get anything done.
Well,
But you should be taking another form. What class are you? What family are you going to be from? You can't be walking around as Rahoon Ironwall.
you are correct about that. I will take mine.
And what's your excuse for bringing them in? You know the second they see that they're not Dwarven, they're going to be all over them.
I think they can handle that themselves, right?
You might be able to pass as a traveling group. What's your group name?
I haven't really been worrying about that.
Christ!
That's with a name. That's with an A. What is it? What is it?
I will take my old name, the one I prefer,
The aviary?
Black
No,
Lung.
that's the name.
The Black Lungs have been extinct.
The Avalon?
You can't be using that bastard name.
Avalon? What the heck is
I
the
will-
name?
Avalonians?
Oh, that, yes. There. That's it. We'll just use that. That's our name. That's our name.
What? The Avalonians?
Yeah. That's it.
We're apparently all that.
You have something better?
Ancient descendants of royalty. So,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I told.
League of Extraordinary Adventurers?
Nobody's heard of that name in eons.
I haven't heard of Avalonians either.
Exactly.
But
Why can't we
at
just act
least
like
the League has
ambassadors?
been heard of.
So we're gonna
Why can't we just act like ambassadors
ambassadors of what to whom?
of Atlas?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Cassiopeia has political pull
Sure,
of
go.
some nature in there. You could be one of her advisors, and I'm just a hired hand. You
I'll
as
just
well.
Be the sage. Give.
Okay,
Explain
so
how
we-
you're going to be ambassadors of Atlas if we just had an ambassador last week. He left.
Follow up. Some unresolved issues.
If you can get past the gods with that, yeah, sure. Fucking crazy if you ask me.
Give that an idea.
We're a pretty crazy group.
I can tell you, you've been hanging out with this bunch.
Learned it all from you, Calcorn.
Seriously, are you saying kettle corn? What are you saying?
God.
What is your name?
Kelghorn. Kelghorn.
Of the Emerald family.
Of the what?
I will.
The Emerald family.
Like the stone?
Yes.
I like the stone. Are you fucking deaf?
A little bit, yes.
Are the Garnet families still revered as invisible know-nothings?
Aye.
Or
I'll disguise
Jade-
myself.
The Jade have become like a thieving clan.
The Jade.
We could be ambassadors for
Odd.
the Elven Kingdom.
Oh, true. Are you?
Then I will.
I'm half elf.
She's
I'm full.
She's full.
of course.
And he's our guide here.
Okay, but elves don't go. They don't get along with dwarves. What's the plan? We would never.
To try to get along with them.
For the first time in how many centuries?
Has there already? I mean, you all, the two of you are speaking about soldiers being with you, and we just saw hundreds of individuals piked outside. Was there some form of? I mean, Rahum, while you weren't with us, was there some form of a uprising here that you attempted to stage that potentially went wrong? Not to bring up bad memories.
As constables.
Not of my doing. Meadora might have had more hand in this, but I've been gone too long for me to have any hand in this. I think this is the people themselves ready for.
Because if that's the case, we could have said that potentially that word had spread to the Elven Kingdom, and we were just here just to.
Meador did find an opening. We thought we could get her in, and we thought we had the mountain. Something went wrong.
Where? Show me.
We don't know. There was a person betrayed us, gave the information.
We need to talk to the Jade family. You say they are...
They're part of
essentially the thieves
they've
family,
become a
yeah.
thieving clan, but they're still lower ranks. They still don't do anything.
But they might know something. You might have information.
I doubt it. You might have better class. You might have a better chance talking to the diamonds. They run the whole middle class. I mean, Christ, they're almost 60%.
That wouldn't be a bad thing, but I think, Cass, could you possibly find your ways to kind of sneak in with the Jade family and possibly find out any information? See
I
if
can
they...
certainly try.
Right.
Rahun, I'm telling you, to have them walk around, it's not good.
Can we disguise
well-
ourselves as constables?
She wouldn't be walking around if... do you mind showing him? And I create a shadow on the wall for her.
And I shadow walk to a different shadow.
Well, fuck. Okay.
It needs to be in the dark.
You're in
I
a
have-
fucking mountain.
There's many dark tunnels, Cass.
I just mean to make it clear, I have to shadow walk. If there's no shadow, I cannot pass.
Well, for how long?
What?
For how long?
Good question. Well, it's actually my panther, not me.
You brought a fucking panther?
Don't worry.
Yes. She is quite wildly. But know your manners, she's still royalty. She's still a lady.
Not in my mountain.
What is past the doors again?
The higher class.
Which door?
Where my family.
So it's just these. This area is lower and middle, and then there's just a high. There's nothing above high.
No, the fucking high metals? Fucking stupid if you ask me. Fucking so metal in the head they don't know what to do anymore.
High metals, what's that?
Christ. Have you told them anything about your mountain?
No.
No.
The fucking high class are the metals. The irons.
Correct. Yes, iron wall, thank you.
They're the ones that founded the mountain, Dogitup, brought the clans together. So they are naturally the highest class. You have the platinums, the golds, silvers, bronze, copper, aluminum, in that order. And then we're stuck behind a stupid metal bar. It's all to live down here. You have the middle class, which is ran by the diamond family that so goddamn big they had to roll up into 3 different ones. The regular diamonds, the black diamonds, the blood diamonds, the emeralds, like myself, and the sapphires. And then you have the bloody lower class, so the rubies, the pearls, the opals, the jades, the onyx, and then the garnets. The garnets are the scum though. They're like the homeless people.
Well, that will be my
So
ruse for
the
now.
issue is that the door's only open from the other side.
The fucking doors don't open at all.
But I thought you said that you saw troops going back and forth.
Can I take my hand in? Is there any...
Oh, outside of their door. I remember. You're right. So you're right here.
Yeah.
And then so they were walking back here. So the big gate
Yeah.
is here.
So troops don't go through that gate.
But they have to come in somehow, right?
Yeah. Well, that's my point.
Yeah. Cass, use your shadow walk abilities. Try not to be found, but talk with the Jade family, see what information you can figure out they
Where
might
can I
have.
find them?
I'm assuming in the shadows just like you.
If she is not a dwarf, they will not give her the time of day.
So why don't we just have one of them come here?
I could fetch for one, sure.
I mean, that would work.
And we have
Get
the head
some
of the Jade
information.
family come here,
Could
have a conversation.
Could we hold a meeting?
Not the head, but
Whoever.
Could
someone
we,
probably.
I
Can
could
we
turn
hold
you
it?
into a dwarf for an hour.
There you go. Could we hold a meeting with everyone? The ones who you trust, at least.
The constables don't let us have meetings. We're not allowed to gather in parties of more than 5.
How many constables are on these levels?
I haven't sat there and counted, but I mean, within our ranks, we have hundreds of thousands. I mean, we've been solidified in this wall for years.
So there's 100,000 total individuals or 100,000 constables?
100,000, like, that I know of in our ranks. Now, whether they be in constables, whether they be in the army, whether they be archers, whether they be wizards, I don't know. It's not my job. I hear Forge.
But I'm saying, like, do you yourself count yourself as one of these 100,000?
No.
Okay. So 100,000 are soldiers.
It's 100,000 plus. I don't know the number.
Cass,
Yes.
are you able to travel with anybody within these shadows?
Just me and Sandra.
Unfortunate. Well then, I think it's time to give me a shave. Time to dirty me up.
I have a disguise kit.
That works too.
We just make it look like a different.
Well, wait, lass. Wait, lass. He's willing to shave. I say we take him up on it.
Ah, fuck.
I have plenty of blades. He looks at the wall, and it's way more than Rahun's got, but he looked at it.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell he's doing this for fun, not for...
Yeah, I know what I would want to do if that's the case.
I mean, I can alter self. I can look like a dwarf.
I'm not worried about you. I know you magic users have ways of covering yourself, but I think I need something that's a little more permanent.
Why don't we just, like, grab a guard and torture him?
Could do that.
Sure.
I'm kinda,
and then when the distress runes go off, sure, we'll have guards all up on this place.
I'm kind of... Let's try not to torture anybody if we can. That'd be great.
Did you tell him about the runes?
The runes outside that explode?
No, in general. That's all over the mountain.
I guess I should have.
I told you
So-
about that. That's how we got here.
The dwarves don't necessarily use magic, but we do use runes. We enchant the runes, and then the runes apply magic to whether the metals or the armor, or take my sword for example. As he pulls out his sword and he puts it down on the table, you can see that the whole inside, like you have the sword, but the whole inside circle is like implanted with many runes that have dwarven markings, and you can tell they're all like glowing one after another.
Yeah. I show him my axe, which is my enlarging axe, and I show him like which runes is what makes it enlarge and shit.
Well, what were you talking about, the distress runes? What, do all the constables have a distress rune on them or something like that?
The second that they feel like they're in danger, they speak a word and the distress rune triggers.
So about this shave.
Alright, we can do the shave.
So I sit down in a chair, I pull it out, sit down, and I go, "It's your sharpest blade." I'll have him do a mohawk, like not like a giant ass mohawk, but like just a small little mohawk down the middle and stuff. Shave off all the sides and whatnot. Have the middle. We're going to.
Are you doing what's on your picture?
Essentially, yeah. Like,
Okay.
you think I should go shave all this and just keep the handlebar, and just.
So they
like,
said that
long,
he said that they won't allow him to have meetings,
yeah, like a Fu Manchu.
We
kind
can't
of
gather
thing.
in more than 5.
even for like a party, like a
Like a
celebration or something.
solid one right
If we
here.
did get together for like a birthday
And
or
then
something, the
mustache,
constables
which
would
is
have
like
to be
the
there.
long one.
And for every 5, there
All
has to
the
be
extra
3.
mutton chops.
Yeah.
Why can't we have a celebration of birth to somebody while some of the individuals meet up for a meeting in secrecy?
Like, I mean, I don't know of anybody that's having a birth. But, I mean, to meet in secret is possible, yes. But highly unlikely.
Yeah, I want him to do the mohawk, and then I want him to shave my beard to where it's mostly just like a goatee, but like the mustache part here is still really long with the braids and stuff, and the part right here is still really long with the braids and stuff.
Sure.
But like all of this has been cut, and like the side of my head has been cut and stuff, so now I have the mohawk.
Okay.
And, yeah. And then I just kind of take the soot and stuff that's around, cover myself in a little bit to make myself look dirtier and whatnot, to make myself look
Get all the
more like a
together.
Garnet
Do you?
family member.
Like, hey, we're
Um,
all rally together. Together for a change.
What is the plan?
Yeah. Oi! Oi, get on! Ah. It's Bofila. Yes, Bofila, you can come on in. As you hear the door. You see another raggedy dwarf. You can immediately tell she's part of the lower class. She comes in, she has rags all over, she's got dirt. You can tell that she is working very, very hard. She's been sweating a lot. As Bofila walks in, make sure I make a little note. What? Huh?
So this girl stank.
Yeah. And she says, she's like, alright, Calhoun, who is this? Alright, well, Bofila, this is...
We'll go with...
You're fucking horrible.
I know, I'm terrible.
This is fucking Rahun, Bofila. And Bofila's like, oh, well, hello.
Yes, but while I'm here, no.
Wait, the same Rahun that was, yes, fucking Bofila, yes. Oh. Kelron, should I be raising the alarm? No, Bofila, he's here to take over the place, I think.
Yes,
To help?
I want to make this place better, return it to its once former glory.
Oh, former glory? Well, I'll tell you what, just start up in the mines. We've been having issues for days.
Well, essentially, that is what we're here for. We want
I mean, the farms and the
everyone.
mines are just ridiculous.
what seems to be happening in the mines.
Well, besides the normal, like, diseases and things like that, we've been getting attacks from some of the creatures of the Underdark.
Okay.
Underdark, you say?
Yeah, various creatures.
What kind of creatures?
Some with wings, some with not wings. We don't really get education down there. Something you might want to change.
How are you fighting them off?
I'll make sure to keep a list.
We don't fight. We have things called runes that we lay around our farms.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're not dwarving, so I'll help you, especially since you're kind of old and very crippled, I think.
And how have the
I
runes
think I
been
can
getting
kill him.
on?
We could all kill him.
How have the runes been getting on?
Huh?
How are the runes working for you?
Does he not know how runes work?
Well, clearly they're not working well because you're having an issue.
Yes, but...
What's her name again?
Bofila?
Bofila. Bofila. Okay. Bofila. If we help you with this troubles, do you think that will help have the lower class and middle class maybe back me up a little bit?
Shit, you don't need that. You don't need to help us for that. You let us know where you need us.
Huh?
Can I ask a question?
What's up?
Violet. These ruins.
And who are you?
Baltimore.
And why are these no dwarves?
I needed some help. Can't kind of do this by myself.
But not by your own kind.
Well, there's not many of ours outside these walls.
Very true. Very true. Sorry, man. Person. Thing?
Baltimore.
Sure.
So these ruins, you have them around your farm, and they, what, like detonate or something when these
Underdark creatures come up?
They shock. They go lightning. They go boom.
I don't know. This might be a way. If we clear out the Underdark, we might be able to go underneath everything and come up.
Oh, I was thinking about letting the Underdark come here.
Make more mess of this place.
Take care of the constables.
Oh, oh, you're fucking brilliant. You have them come on in, and now you want to just destroy the mountain.
I don't want to destroy the mountain.
No, not
Apparently
destroy.
they do.
I understand. I
Make an
think he's
agreement.
more wanting to cause a distraction, so that way we may be able to sneak in to the higher class.
Do you have a way past the gate?
Not yet. I'm hoping maybe the Jade family. Kelhorn has told me that they become somewhat of a thieving family and might know of some hidden passages.
Yeah, but they still don't know shit. Shit, I'm part of the Opal family.
Oh fuck. Opal family is the second, right? No, that's Stellar. Well, we need to possibly talk to one of the Diamond families. They make a majority of this place now, right?
Take him.
Yes, Cass? And while we are here, I will be going by the name Belfour. Belfour Garnet.
Belfour of Garnet.
Yes.
The scum?
It's easier to blend in when nobody wants to deal with you.
You definitely don't look like you're from the scum.
Oh.
You might want to fix that.
I take some like ash or whatever.
Yeah, I said
just,
I
like-
took soot and I covered myself in it. Like, I made
Still-
myself dirty.
Still don't look like it.
Yeah, I know.
You know that they are like filthy.
Rank.
Yeah.
Like yeah, rank.
I'll
9.
make sure to change that.
They don't take.
Yeah.
They don't have any weapons.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, they're the low of the low.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, what do you think would be better? Should I maybe say I'm from the Ruby family?
Just blow the fucking door up.
We might be able to get you into a diamond family. I mean, there's
the idea?
There's a lot of fucking family members.
Yeah.
So
that
I mean,
would be
even the
ideal.
family members don't know that they're family members,
And I will say I'm
and that's
from...
kind of weird, especially when they want to start marrying each other. And
Oh, God. That's...
you gotta
don't
figure
talk
out. You
about
gotta
that.
shave before, and you gotta find out if.
Oh god.
Before
I mean,
So
and-
I'll be Belfour of the Diamond family.
All right, that works.
is there enough discontent that your people would band together for an uprising?
Eyelash. And who are you?
This is Lady Cass.
Ooh, Lady Cass. You brought the lady into the mountain.
Correct. She is somebody
Oh, well,
with
welcome,
some
lady,
power.
where you don't know shit here.
I understand,
Oh, good, good.
Just thought I was bad.
but I'm here to help.
So I'm gonna take a walk into the tunnel and then use polymorph into a dwarf. Because I'm over this.
I can shadow walk with my panther.
Oh, good, good. Shadow walk. There's shadows all over the place. Hi. And what's your group's name? Obviously, you're part of together.
I come back as a dwarf.
Gohan says, they don't have one. Oh. Well, go ahead and light the candles. Let everybody know you're here. She sees she kind of walks. She walks out.
So much shade.
And you see this cohort, he goes, like he says, she's not raising the alarm on the candles. She's lighting the candles to let everybody know that's part of the resistance that you're here.
Very well. So you said that you guys almost got Neodora in, but something happened.
Aye.
Should
thought-
maybe...
We thought we had somebody in the guards that was going to be placed on duty. And they were going to open the gate. But come the day of, the gates did not open.
What time of night is or day is the cover the thinnest? The least amount
The
of
light
guards.
cover. When do the torches go dim?
Oh, at nighttime.
What time is that?
Shit. I don't know.
What time of day are the fewest guards? Is there a change of guard time?
They're constantly roaming.
I mean, there's 100,000 guards, so 50,000 of them are
I mean, primarily by the door. Or the gate.
Oh, shit. I don't know. I don't ever go up there and look. I'm sorry. I wish I could be more better, but I don't.
It's fine.
What is for us once we get through the gate?
Not.
If any of us are
Nothing
able
good.
to.
But
What is your plan?
you know, I'm better at winging it.
Oh, hey, Rahun. I have to let you know. There's talk of them releasing Kashin. We all know that if it gets out, we're all dead.
Yeah.
Releasing what?
It's a start over. It's a way for the higher class to get rid of the ones they find useless.
But
What is Kashin?
What is it?
Is it a creature?
Is it a creature or is it a mechanism that they have? It's a creature, I believe, right? Yeah. It's a creature.
I did text you it. I call, or you have a photo of it.
Yeah.
Do the people know? Has anybody seen what this is? Like what Kashin is, or people just know that it's a creature?
We know that it's a creature, and we know that it's in the dark depths, and we're the ones that hold it from the continent, really.
What keeps it loyal to the upper class?
Nothing. They just simply have more power.
But what I mean is, could it be persuaded to work
It's
on our
not-
behalf?
It's not a being that has consciousness. It just simply acts off of instinct and
It's kind of like him when he gets
nature.
into a rage.
Exactly. Lives in the mountains.
But when you say start over, you mean start over everything for this class, right?
Correct. Everything
Like-
will.
So the
Start everything
people
over in this continent.
and the constables.
It will kill anything and everything that is in its path.
Not just the mountain.
the continent.
But nobody knows what this thing looks like.
Well, I mean, we know what it is, but we don't speak of it.
We know. We
So
know
you've
exactly-
seen it?
Yes, we all know what it is.
You've all seen it.
Not in person, but we all know what
We
it
all
is.
know what it is, but we haven't seen it.
Okay.
Your whole fucking party wants to blow up the whole mountain.
No, he wants to blow up the mountain.
I don't want to blow up anything.
I'd like to blow something up.
But, except for maybe that fucking door. Why can't we just lay some bomb ruins on there and just blow the shit up?
I go ahead, and when the runes go for it, go for it. I'd like to
just
see
an
it.
idea. But, if nobody knows what this thing is, why don't we just make something up and
The
release
higher,
it in the center?
the higher class knows. We all know what it is.
You know what it is, but nobody's seen it.
No, yes, we know what it looks like. It is like
But
this
he just said that
scary.
we've seen it.
No, we said we've seen it.
No,
we don't
he said that he
speak
didn't.
it.
I have not seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah, we don't go up to the front of the gate and go, "Oh, this is what it is." It's like we've seen depictions of it as children. There's drawings. There's. It's like the boogeyman for us.
Childhood
Okay,
stories.
I
And
get
it's
that.
held right in the fucking center of town. Just there waiting.
Yes, we've all seen it.
So what if we make something up
A decoy.
and say that it's that?
Because we've all seen what it actually looks like.
No, you've seen depictions of it. You've seen drawings.
The higher class will. I know. It's going
But the
going
higher
in a
class
circle
isn't
with it.
here.
They're in the center where it's at.
I don't understand. We'll probably need to kill it. It's the thing that kind of has the hold over everything here. That the
That
higher
keeps the lower
class.
class from
Exactly.
uprising.
So we
essentially.
Exactly.
So we let it out and then we defeat it.
Or we keep it trapped and defeat it while it's trapped. But
But the ramifications.
Or
of
you
that
just
are-
don't fucking release it at all, and we just overthrow the fucking metals.
So what's your plan for the medals? Everybody keeps talking about something to do. Who are we?
Then let's do it. If you can rally the lower and the middle class in their discontent, let's stage an uprising
Kelhor,
We haven't heard the full
would you agree that if we kill this thing, most of the soldiers will then lose loyalty towards the higher metals? That fear of them being tossed away.
How do you plan on fighting it in the middle of the town and not having any casualties? Because you'll lose more people that way.
I still haven't heard his full plan to take back the metals.
I had an idea, but I mean,
I don't have one.
Okay, so then we're all shooting shit right now. We have no idea.
You're
Who is the
absolutely
head
right.
of the
So then-
oppressive higher class?
Any plan is better
It's
than
the
no plan.
diamonds we need to talk to.
I can get you to the diamonds. The diamonds are easy to get to. I can bring you to the. I can bring you there.
All of us?
I'm a dwarf right now, so don't tell me
Bring them.
that you can't get
Can
us
you
there.
bring them
I
to
can almost.
us?
There's 5 of us here, including myself.
Could you bring one of them to us? Bring the one that has the most sense.
I'll be right back. So he goes out, and you hear the door.
Yes. Now, when he's gone, I immediately turn and go, okay, yes, worst case scenario, we let the thing out, we let it wreak havoc, and we use that distraction to try and get into...
well, what I was thinking was, I understand that you all have seen a picture of this thing.
No. This thing is literally in the middle of town. Like, in town, trapped. Like, we all see it as a looming monster that terrorizes us to keep us working.
It's like a statue, and the actual thing is embodied in the statue.
Who controls if it's
It's not like
let
a
out?
statue, it's like a statue, but it's like a real-life version of the
Who
statue.
controls if
just
it's let out?
frozen.
Huh?
Who controls if it's
It's
let
the
out?
runes.
Who
You break enough runes,
You
it
just-
comes out.
who is in control?
The runes.
There is no control of it. That's the thing.
Not just the creature. Who's in control of the place that is oppressing the lower class? Who is the leader?
the higher metals. The high-class metals. And we're grabbing
so
the
there's
diamond.
no one leader. It's just a family.
It's my family, the Iron family.
Do you need
The
the
head of the snake.
Do you want this?
No.
Oh, you got
I have
it
it on
on
my phone. The ones who run everything is myself,
Then who is stopping you?
Enos.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. Do you have... Can we get to Enos and take him out?
Aye, if it is just him.
Do you know where he would be?
There's only a few places my brother would be. He's in his torture chamber.
Does he hate you enough to come out?
He hates me enough to where if I was to get captured again, he would keep it under wraps to himself.
But if somebody leaked information to him saying that you're back in the city,
He would probably try and do his very best to find me himself without anybody else knowing. Yes, him or his personal...
Fire.
If
His
he found
personal
you, would
guards.
he stick you in his torture chamber?
Correct, that is where he...
Can we go
stick
into
me
the
last
torture chamber and ambush him?
if we can find it. I don't remember how exactly to get there, but I will know once we are there. Trust me. There's also my eldest brother, I should say.
I mean, we could easily ambush.
We could. We could even start a riot.
I
Here.
think we should rally the
Draw
lower...
everybody out.
You should rally the lower middle classes. They're loyal to you, or would be. And also take a shot at Enos.
What needs to happen is you need to be able to get to the other side of that gate and open it from the inside for us. Since you can walk through walls.
Where's the torture chambers? On the other side of that?
Then let me try.
His personal torture chamber would be. That's what I'm thinking.
Then let me try.
I was hoping you'd
Okay.
say that. What we can do is we could potentially start a riot, but again, if we do that, the constables will indeed release this monster out. And
Can you create any sort of diversion for the constables near the gate that would give me a more successful chance of getting through?
letting that beast out.
I mean, something a little less severe.
The only other thing would then be cause a riot.
Can you start a fire?
Or
They
me.
need to put out.
Oh yeah, just unleash some of the demons.
Okay, well,
That'd be fun.
are you trying to get killed?
Yeah, they won't let them die. They've tried.
I mean, that's your call, brother, but
I just
Do
need
you
something
think
for
you
the
can
constables to be distracted
keep it
for a
under
second
control,
that I can
or would it
stealthily
become
shadow walk
a
and
rampage.
attempt to pick the gate.
I mean, we'd kill a lot of constables.
Constables don't go through the main gate. Is that
Correct.
That was
They
what
do
was
not
said.
go through the main gate.
Ever. No matter what.
There's definitely probably some other side entrances we can find.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't him and I disguise ourselves as dwarves? Say that we found you,
I'm a dwarf right now.
and then take you with your brothers to the place.
Well, that's
and
kind
she
of
just follows in the shadow.
that's kind of why I'm having the Diamond family, one of the Diamond Head families, come and speak with us, because it'll be a little more believable if they were the ones who said that they captured me.
So we just look like diamonds.
Exactly. You can simply just look like dwarves. They're not going to care what you look like. They're
I am
not
a
going
dwarf.
to do background paper checks.
I
We
can't
don't
make
do
myself
that.
look like a dwarf. Look
You have
at
a
me.
disguise
No,
kit,
You
correct?
can
I
follow
know,
us.
but look.
But you can walk in the shadows, so
Yeah.
you simply just need to follow us. You don't even need to be there.
Are you expecting them to take you right to?
If Enos is the one who receives the news first, then yes, he will do it in secretive. If not, I do not know. But I can assure you, Enos will.
Didn't you scalp him?
I tortured him himself, yes, but
No, didn't you send the little genie or whatever
Correct.
to scalp him? He's pissed.
he thinks it was a dream and that
Oh.
it's just a haunting memory of something that happened. Yes, I accounted for that. But like I said, I can assure you, because this is what happened before, that he will do it in secretive.
Alright, well let me know whatever we're doing. I pop one of Sven's mushrooms in the mouth.
Nice. Hell yeah. What are those?
So we might as well just wait for the diamonds. see what
Don't
happens.
worry about it.
Okay. So we wait until the Diamond Head comes.
I might shadow walk and scope stuff out.
There you go. Do it then. Nobody's stopping you.
Not like we could.
Yeah, like you just go into the shadows and you're gone.
I don't care what or when we do it, but I've got about 30 to 40 more minutes of these mushrooms, and I'd like to get the most out of them.
I'm
Okay.
gonna try.
You are a dwarf. You can just, well, once he unlocks the door, you can leave.
I'm gonna try and do some shadow walking along the wall to see if I can find maybe another entrance. That's not the gate.
She's essentially going to shadow walk this whole area, this whole place. Just
It's
go
gonna
into the
be
wall.
a minute. It's a whole mount. It's a whole mountain. You're not gonna get back in time. You're gonna be out for hours.
Back in time for what? I don't really need to be there to discussion with the family.
Sure. So you go ahead.
I mean, do I need to be back to discuss with the
I
family?
mean-
I cannot persuade. I'm
I would say, I would say, try not to push your limits too far.
maybe it would be
Rahul,
better
make
if
a
we don't
history
know
check.
here. Okay. You mean in the walking?
5. Do I get advantage because this is my home? Okay, 5.
No, because if I gave it to you for that, you'd get advantage on every single check.
I understand. Shoot, I was trying my
Should I
best.
try this?
Yeah, but I would say maybe give it an hour, come back, see what you discovered, let us know, and then go do another hour lap or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. Cass, you do you.
Does my stealthiness help my shadow walking?
You're in a shadow.
Yeah, you can't even be
Definitely.
seen.
No, I mean, but okay.
That would be pretty cool, though, that, like, just her silhouette of her shadow is just, like, dancing along the walls. People are like, where is this shadow coming from?
So as long as I'm shadow walking, I can't be.
You can't be seen or detected, pretty much. Well, you could probably be magically detected, but, like, you're not going to be seen by regular people. And trust me, these dwarves aren't very heavy in magic. Like I said, take it cautiously first, and then see what you can discover, and then come back and let us know.
Okay. gonna do that.
So, you come on out, and there's a little door here, and it's like a little area that you can come over here. I have little notes for myself because I put them all in Dwarven. Alright, cool. So, you're going along the way here, and you come to another shop. The shop's huge, has potions, has different wands, staffs. You can tell that this is a magic store. However, you notice that none of them are. They all have runes in them. Everything's done by runes. Also, along the wall, you see that there's a variety of runes in the walls themselves. You don't really know what they do, but you know that there's runes there.
Okay.
You kind of come up here, you kind of take a look around here, and you see that there's there's a variety of dwarves walking in and out, constables, that kind of thing, but nobody seems to see you. You come up here, and you notice that it seems to be like a little area where people sleep, like people get together. It's kind of a huge place where a lot of homeless people go. Fair enough?
The Garnet family controls it.
And then when you come down this way, this is actually the entrance to the mines, where you see a variety of different like railroad tracks that lead into and lead down into the mountain. You don't really go down into there. Okay. You can see the huge gate as it's just embroidered with multiple runes all over the wall, or all over the gate into the walls that kind of go into this side here. And as you come down these stairways, you're kind of keeping to the walls, but you get right up in this little corner here, and you come out of shadow.
Can I immediately step back into a shadow? Or?
Like you're forced out of the shadow.
Well then, but
you notice that nobody sees you, and you're able to step backwards and then get back into the shadows. But you can kind of tell that some of the runes that are laid out through here also have dispel magics. They have a variety of different things that are throughout the mountains. So it's safe to say that here, in this area over here, you're pretty safe because this is where all like the slums and that kind of thing.
Right.
But as you cross over like this way, like past this line, it gets very much more difficult to stay in your shadow for.
Okay.
So that's why you're traveling. You see as you hear the door unlock, and you see as Kelhorn comes in, and he just kind of ushers the other two in as you see two other people, and they're hooded. They release their hoods as you see they're dwarves. One has earrings, like long freaking earrings that have black diamonds, and then the other one has two studs for regular diamonds. And they kind of walk in and they close the door and they... Gotta tell you, I didn't believe it. He's here. You see as the other one's like... Yeah. He's here. So as they walk in, you see the one with black diamond. He's the one that was kind of like very... not really impressed.
Yeah.
And he goes, my name is Thraka. Yeah. And then you see, he doesn't really make eye contact with you. He's just looking everywhere. He backs off. And then the other one comes up. He's the one that has studs. He looks at you and he goes, Rahun, it's good to see you again. You don't know me, but I know you. I am Thinrak of the Diamonds. I understand that you are looking to discuss things. As far as the constables are aware, there are only 3 of us in here. So we don't necessarily need any type of constable overwatch. However, I recommend that we only keep it to about 4 voices. Kelhorn kind of looks and he's like, So you see as Thinrack does most of the talking, Tharaka is just kind of like,
Tharaka, do we board?
no, I just don't see the point in any of this. We're all just gonna die. You're gonna die. I'm gonna die. Who's
Correct.
gonna die?
We're all gonna die one day.
That's right.
I've died many times.
So would you rather die in your own filth, not
Sure.
trying and lazy?
Yeah, why not? I mean, you left. You were gone.
Correct.
Yeah.
I was forced out of my home.
You didn't come back.
I'm here now, aren't I?
Hmm.
Just 'cause it
Some would
wasn't-
say you're forced to come back.
Forced by what?
You tell me. Thinrack just says, ignore my like third cousin month removed. What is it that you're looking for? How can we help?
We need to know how willing everybody is to put up a fight for us.
As far as the middle class goes, the Diamond family's in, the Emerald family are in, Sapphire not so much.
What can we do to convince the Sapphires to join us?
The Sapphires have it convinced that someone from the middle class is going to promote their whole family. It's stupid if you ask me.
We'll need to talk to the Sapphire family then and figure out what this agreement is and who it is by. For it is one of my brothers, hell, even my father, can assure you it is nothing but lies.
We haven't heard anything from the king. The king's been gone. Or, not gone, but just haven't heard anything from him.
Then it's most likely my brother's doing it. And I can assure you they are nothing but liars and greedy assholes.
Actually, the one that's been kind of acting politically is Asgret.
Okay. Interesting. When did this begin?
Probably about maybe a month ago.
Is this around the same time as long as you have not seen the king, or is not being seeing the king?
No, she was talking. She started making herself a little bit more of a political figure, and then the king kind of stopped.
It's probably her doing it.
I don't know. Whatever your family did that night shook the whole mountain.
I inform them of what happened that night. I bring up everything that happens, and tell them that I was framed and that my cousin was supposed to be getting married and that it was supposed to be secretive and was found out and then led us to this.
Alright, we know. There also there seems to be some type of employment too. There was assassins here, but they weren't from here.
Who do you know?
I don't know. Never seen them before. But one was like a cat.
Cat.
Yeah.
Cat was another one.
It was about that same night.
Another one mostly used fire, or was made of fire.
There was one, yes. They worked together as a team, but the metals got rid of them. Or at least we haven't seen them.
I've come across these individuals. I know who you speak of. Very well. We will have to convince the Sapphire family that what they have been given will not come to fruition.
Or we just killed them.
I would not like to see...
There's only 6 of them.
I like that. Yeah.
There's
Rahul,
only 6.
The Sapphire family that you once known is not the same. We kill them, you have the whole middle class.
I look to the rest of the group.
I'm not there.
I know, I'm looking at Baltimore and I'm looking at Emerald. How does that sound?
Are we killing somebody?
You take
You
out the
see,
sapphire.
you see his
thing.
like Kelhorn's kind of like this, and he's waiting for your response.
Waiting for my response. If it could be, I would like to avoid bloodshed of my own kind.
Oh, of your own kind. Okay, I was about to say, like, wait a minute.
But if we are left with no option.
Well, this is your fight. I'm just in it.
Does Cass come back at any point? No, still a little while. Okay. Well, there are a few options we have. We can possibly start a full-scale riot.
I've tried.
What was the results?
Constables overtook us. There's way more of them.
And what of the problems in the Underdark?
What problems in the Underdark?
The creatures are getting tougher and tougher to hold back.
I haven't heard anything about that. You're talking about the scums.
Correct.
I don't keep tabs on them. You get the feeling that even though the middle and lower class are bonded, they still hold their separation.
Yeah, there's always still... do you think traveling through the Underdark might be able to lead us underneath, and we might be able to travel upward?
Possibly. I've never been down there. Actually, I don't know of anybody that... Well, actually... No. I guess... I mean, if you really want to, you could talk to Old Man Lando.
Oh, he sounds interesting.
Very well.
I mean...
And what can he provide?
Well, he was the only dwarf in his... I mean, he was the only dwarf in his clan to come back alive after the raid of the Underdark. I mean, he's the one that knows the Underdark the most. I mean, if there was somebody that could tell you if there was a way in there, it would be him.
And he might be worth talking to.
But the thing is, I don't know how you're supposed to lead a whole army down there. They would know.
I don't think it would only
to send just you three. You're talking about taking on the irons, the platinums, the golds, the silvers, the bronze, and coppers, and aluminums. You're not going to make it.
Yes, but if we
have an army.
Yeah, we do have an army.
Literally, we have an army.
We wouldn't be alone. We could call on some allies, and they will help us in a dire need, and we would not shed the blood of our own kind in doing so. If we can even find this path, we can always slowly infiltrate. It doesn't have to be one big rush, but if we can find the path, we can slowly start to overwhelm them from the inside.
That is an option. I mean, I guess.
And then the Sapphire family. You take them out, everybody's on board, including you. And I look over to the one wearing the black diamond earrings.
Tharaka? I go where the wind takes me. I don't know. If this is where everybody wants to do, though, sure, I'll do it. I'm just here for the ride.
In that case, here. And I
The ride till I die.
In that case, here. Ride indeed. And I hand him my endless mug of ale and go, drink this.
Why would I drink this?
You might find it doesn't run out. And
Huh?
keep the ride going.
Okay.
Drinks it,
Yeah.
enjoys it. I take it back from him. I share it with the others and stuff. Kind of pass it around, let everybody enjoy some ale, so we have a little drink with our discussion.
You come back.
Ride
I
did
still
not
hear
work.
that there's other people there. I'm not going to come out of the shadows until they're gone. Like, I'm not gonna pop in on
So,
I just wanted to roll a perception check to see if I saw her.
sure, what'd you get?
26.
Nope. You don't see her. Somber got a natural 20.
What was the... Who was the guard that was supposed to let you guys in and open the gate for you? What happened with that plan?
Balloony.
Maloney.
He's dead. He's out on this.
He was
Pikes.
discovered. And what was the plan once we got the doors open? What were you going to trying to achieve?
We were gonna try and revolt. That was the whole point. We were gonna do an uprising and try and take out the guards. We had heard that she found something that was going to help take down the gate, and we put our hopes in her. And obviously, it was misplaced.
It was not misplaced in her. It was misplaced in me. I take the blame. I should have been here. I have an idea. We will have Lady Cass try to infiltrate the gates from the other side and open them for us.
At this point, I guess I'll come out of the shadows.
Ah,
Well, look who
Cass,
decided.
thank you.
Speak of the shadow.
You see his Thraga is like
Four
sitting there
voices.
drinking, and he looks over and he goes, And you see Thinrak, he's the regular studded. Oh. Quite eventful.
It's not just three of us. But if we can have her...
This fool!
Exactly.
Now we can take an army.
Indeed. Now it's fair. We can have her walk through the walls and get behind the gates and open it from the inside. And
What gates?
The main gates, the large gates, to the higher metals.
Don't think she'll be able to do that.
Why?
That gate is warded with runes of every nature, including dispel runes, forcing out magics, force backs, explosions, teleportations. Shields. You're very welcome to try.
Could someone disable these runes?
I'm sorry?
Could somebody disable these runes?
No. You know runes are, once they're placed, it's
They explode.
in there.
If we could simply dispel the magic on these runes, we can get past, and she could get past.
How tall is the gate?
Enormous.
Scale it.
What my suggestion, and I look over to
It's in a
my
mountainside.
companions.
It's not like a gate. It's like literally a gate, like a
It's like a wall.
like a wall
Yeah.
on a mountainside.
Oh, so there's no like top.
Correct.
It's like built into.
Correct.
I turn to you guys and I go, we can try and dispel these runes, have Cass go through, open up the gate, and have them draw out the constables while the lower middle class revolt. We go through the tunnels in the Underdark with this orderly guy. We figure out if there's a path underneath while the commotion's going on here. We break in through the middle. We release the ants, tree ants inside, and now we have them pinched from both ends.
Do you have an army of aunts?
Ants, tree ants, whatever.
That sounds great, but how do you dispel the runes on the gate?
Step one.
I don't know.
It's gonna take
And we
some
both
very.
know I'm not a magic user. I can pick a lock,
It's
but
gonna take some very high level dispelling.
Let's not try to
can
raise
I
our
like
voices.
shadow walk through the gate?
But well, if there is a way underneath through the Underdark, we get in, we can release this other army we have from the inside, cause some commotions, and possibly want to get ourselves to the gates and open it from the inside ourselves. And that's when the middle and lower class can help us.
Seems like we're gonna need a couple small-scale battles to win the war.
Possibly.
So the battle of the Underdark, the battle of the Wall, and then the final battle.
That is what I have come up with, and what I think will do it. If we can find a path underneath the Underdark that can get us in from the inside, we might have a chance.
Well, I don't think it's going to be best for all of us to be in each battle. We might need to split and have this battle occur simultaneously. So you would be in the third final blow.
I don't know. I think it would need to be all of us to travel down. Just the four of us going to the Underdark, so it doesn't draw us so much attention. We at least confirm there is a way. And once we confirm there is a way, we can plan the strategy of attack.
Well, we just need to talk to old man Logthorn, whatever
Indeed.
his name is.
Can we be introduced, or can you bring me to him?
He is on the other side of town. I mean, I don't even know if he'll see you, but I can see.
I simply ask that you try.
Sure.
Because it would make sense for, like, me and Baltimore to be down in the Underdark and start that. Whereas Cass is at the wall, and you be in the middle with metals and be prepared to overthrow your brother.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. We got to go through the Underdark to make sure there's a path. So if there's no path, there's no need for us to even split up. So if we at least do the Underdark as a group first, we can because apparently they said that this whole family went and they died.
Oh.
So if we go as a group first and we clear it out and we make sure for sure there's a path, then we can come back and split the party up and figure out the plans of attack.
So once we know that there's a path, that's the path that's leading us to the door?
Correct. Behind the door, essentially. We were trying to go underneath and come up from underneath. So as long as we know there's a path underneath that can get us past that door,
Not nice, but it's
then I can go in.
And then once you get to the door, what's next?
I will release the tree ant army from inside, which will cause commotion and probably draw people away from the gates, and then we will simply open the gates ourselves.
Is that the best place to release the army, though? Don't you want to? It's the power of 20,000 men.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying is we would do it in the middle, and we would make our way back towards the gates while the commotion with this army is going on. We come back to the gates and get the rest of the middle and lower class to then join us, and we come back to the fight that is happening with reinforcements, essentially.
Because we're going to need cavalry, so I'm assuming your cavalry is the lower and middle class.
Correct. They will be the ones that will join the fray.
Because, lo and behold, that beast will be unleashed. It's going to happen. So
but
we need to have some
if it is in the high class, then they will try and release. I don't think they will release it on just the lower and middle class. I think, but again, if they are too focused on the army that is within the walls, they might not be able to have the opportunity to even release it.
It's true. That could be a last-ditch effort, though.
We could also try to figure out, because I think it is just ruins. So
I do know one thing about the beast.
What's that?
It's in the center of town. There's a big triangle pyramid thing that's covered in runes, and the creature is in it, in the center. It's frozen. It looks sort of like it's not a dragon, but it looks like
like the dragon we faced.
Not a dragon. It doesn't have wings, but it's got large teeth and spines, but I could only see it in the shadows.
Like a giant grotesque porcupine.
What's a porcupine?
You know what a porcupine is. You fucking jerk.
No, the spikes are on its back.
Yeah, like a porcupine.
Like
I know like a spikeberry. We have those. I don't know what a porcupine is.
Like a
oh my god! Just because it's a fantasy world doesn't mean porcupines don't exist.
Like a dragon without wings, sort of.
Okay, regardless, it's
large
ruins.
reptilian creature.
Like that. But it exists in the shadow plane because I only saw it while I was in shadow walking. That's why people can't see it.
Oh.
Well, regardless.
Because
So we
when
wouldn't
I
be able
when
to
I
physically see it?
When I came out of the shadows, I couldn't see it. I could only see it.
Wait, does it cross between the planes? Is that its...
No, I think it exists in the shadow plane.
And it can still kill us in this plane?
I don't know how that works. I just know I could only see it when I was
Regardless,
shadow walking.
it will take somebody time to dispel those ruins around it for it to be released, and if they're too busy dealing with a what is he doing? Oh, he's
buying
making
time.
noise.
Yeah.
He's making noise. If it's going to take time and there's an army going on, honestly, none of this is going to go perfectly.
Not at all.
But we might as well try.
Well, we usually always have a plan, and then it goes completely 180.
We never follow the plan.
Not at all.
But I think we've talked to this old man. He guides us through the Underdark. We possibly try to find a entrance underneath a tunnel or something that is long forgotten. And then we release our army inside the walls. Use that as a giant distraction to then come back to this gate and release the rest of the middle lower class.
Just be careful when you release it, and do know that it takes a minute for this ritual to occur. A whole minute.
What ritual?
To bring forth the army.
Yes, that is fine. If we are not in fight, it will only take a minute then. That's what I'm saying. So we will have to be stealthy about
It takes
this.
a minute, depending on... It doesn't matter where you're at. It takes a minute.
First, we need to see if we can even get into the Underdark. If this man will guide us there.
Yeah. Step one. Follow
So-
leg one.
I guess take me to him.
I think he already left to go find him.
No.
Oh, no, he didn't.
They're all there just listening.
Oh, God.
So they don't even know if he'll even see me, and it's more of, I think they need to take me to him.
With our luck, he'll be blind.
Yeah, good. They won't know it's me.
That
Does
was
that
a secret.
sound?
That's how we got through.
But does that sound like a reasonable plan? A reasonable plan?
Look, it's probably not going to go that way, but yeah, it sounds good to me.
Let's at least try it. Fuck it. Let's go. So I asked them to take me to.
So Kelgorn talks after you guys are, finishing up there, and he goes, "So your bloody plan is to first find in the Underdark a way, and then if that doesn't work, you're gonna release."
No. Only if we find a way to the other side. If we cannot find a way to the Underdark, this whole plan is ruined, and we have to find another way. But if we do find, and we get inside successfully, I will call upon my allies who can cause a riot and ruckus and enough of a distraction to where we could most likely get to the gates, take care of what little guards they probably have stationed there, and open the gates from the inside ourselves.
So you really plan on?
Risking it all. Yeah.
I got nothing else to lose.
Well, all these people have their lives to lose.
Aye.
They're gonna lose it one way or another.
Okay, we're all going to die one day, but preferably not today.
Would they rather it be under the hand of some tyrant, or
I'll give you this, Rahun. The man I knew that was full of honor is no longer there.
Yikes. Oh my God.
talking about me?
Yeah, he's talking about you. He's definitely talking about you.
Okay. Do they understand that I mean I'm not releasing the large monster? Because that's what I'm saying, but like I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm asking the DM.
Are you clarifying? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying to clarify. Do they understand that I mean not releasing the monster?
From the way he took it, was that you're willing to do anything based on what he said to throw all your marbles in it, whether that be at the cost of the people's lives or not.
Okay. And I think he's reading a little more into it.
He doesn't know that we have a Treant army. He doesn't realize we're going to release that, not the other thing.
Correct. I don't think he does. I don't understand what you mean by that, brother. No honor. I'm giving everybody the chance to do the most honorable thing and fight for their lives. A fight for a change.
From what you say, it sounds like you're just going to use them as sacrificial lambs for your goals.
I don't think you see the big picture, brother. I want us to just be able to access this path. I want it to just be us who gets in there and then releases an army of trees. Not our own.
Where are you going to get trees?
My travels have taken me to many far places to gain many allies, so I can return back here and regain the city as myself. Now, I don't know about you, Kelhorn, but are you so much of a coward now that you aren't even willing to raise a sword in your own defense? Are you going to tell me that everybody here would rather just lay down their lives and be crushed under the boot of some tyrants, or are they willing to lay their lives down for me and fight for what is right? For I believe what is right is we should all be running this place. There shouldn't be tyrannies at the head of this.
I would assume that you would recognize. I will stand by you. I did not mean for that to come out. You could tell that it felt like you pulled rank on him, so he's now...
It's absurd.
Because I kind of did.
So, I will stand by your side. But if you're looking to challenge me, just know that you haven't won. Not won. He's talking about your past fights. You've had fights in the past. And
Gotcha. I was like, what?
Wait, he wins every time?
He
lost.
He used to win.
Master of the Forge.
Fair. No, yeah. But again, you have not put forth a plan, so...
That is not the problem. Kelhorn, I'm willing to prove...
Does he have a map of this in his room at all?
No. Not around fire, no.
Kelhorn, I'm always willing to prove my worthiness, if that is the case. That will help you... That will convince you that I'm here in nothing but honor.
Alright.
Not bloodshed. If the people do not wish to fight, they do not wish to fight. I will not make them.
I, as you wish, Your Honor.
Oh my God.
Your Majesty. And you hear, right as he does that, you hear Finrak, the one that has the diamond studs, he goes, if I would be so bold, and you see as he pulls out a book, and you recognize this book. This is the Heritage book.
Nice.
The lineage of the Dwarven city. And he goes, I actually was doing some research, and I don't think your family was ever supposed to be part of that line.
You are correct.
But I think I know where the boy is. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Okay, cool.
So, with that, we start the city where you have multiple options, multiple things you can do. You release the beast, go find in the other dark, try and get through the gate, disguise yourself, I think is one of them, and start an uprising. So, it really depends on what you guys want to do, or how you guys want to take it, or how you guys want to go about it. But
I think going Underdark, hitting them with going underneath, going to the other side, having an army on the inside, having an army on the outside. We pinch them from both sides and make it to where it's like, okay, you're surrounded. Like, just lay down your arms.
Yeah, but you gotta at least let the people know, let the resistance know, because right now...
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I said I wouldn't, like, I didn't want to do it right when we found the entrance. I just want to make sure there's an entrance, and then once we know for sure, we can come back and plan out how we will strike. Like,
so we're gonna go there and then come back and plan again?
we're going to make sure there's at least just an entrance. And once we know where that entrance is, where it takes us, we'll have more information and we can actually strategize like when people should know when to attack, when people should know to be ready for an attack.
Anyway.
You know, like actually strategize.
We shall see you next week here on Epic Interactions. You guys keep it epic.
Bye, guys. But like actually